Hello and welcome to another live battle report, our first using the new Battletomes for the Stormcast Eternal and the Orruk Warclans. I'm joined today by Dave, who is commanding his Orruks. We are playing the Survival of the Fittest battle plan out of the General's Handbook 21. I'm commanding the Stormcast. We've got Jay on the commentary seat.
Hello.
How are you all doing, guys?
I'm looking forward to this one. First battle report with the two new Battletomes for Age of Sigmar 3. I mean, we've had a few games with older tomes, haven't we? But not with
We have,
new ones.
yeah, and we've been looking forward to these new ones, haven't we? It's it's been a long time coming, so yeah, excited to get into it. So we've already deployed. What we need to do first of all is pick what our 3 Predator units are. So I'll go first, Dave. My Predators are Indrasta, the Fulminators, and my unit of Vindictors are my 3 Predators. So basically in this mission, if a Predator kills a Predator, you get an additional victory point.
Excellent. Well, mine is going to be the Mega Boss on Warcrusher, Kragnos, and the Ardboys.
Fair enough, that sounds good.
Shame you've got no Stabgrots. They would have been good Predators.
They would have been good Predators.
The best Predators. Oh, we've got Bearded Brigand in the chat. How are we doing? Yeah, anyone watching along? Tell us who you're supporting. You're going for the Cruel Boys. The Cruel Boys? The Uruks? Iron Jaws.
Iron Jaws specifically for this one, yeah. With a certain God of Destruction
Well, he's going to be taking
tagging along.
Well, before you make the choice for the first one, do you want to quickly go through just what's in your force?
Yep, so we'll start with Kragnos. He's in this particular army. I've just finished painting him, really wanted to use him. My general is the Mega Boss on Maw-Crusher. He's got the Hulking Brute command trait, so he does mortal wounds on the charge. He's also got the Toughen mount trait, so he counts as top tier as long as he's taken less than half of his wounds. I've got a unit of Ardboys, a unit of 10 that is. I've got a unit of 5 Brutes. I've got a unit of 3 Gorgrunters, a War Chanter, and a Shaman. I'm playing them as Bloodtooths, so that allows my Gorgrunters to be battle line, and it allows my War Chanter to issue Violent Fury, which is my +1 damage ability on his War Scroll, to 3 units.
Nice.
So lots of dishing out extra pain. And my grand strategy is called Wah! So at the end of the game, I need to either have my selected general, which will be my Maw-Crusher, or a battle line unit in Matt's territory.
Try a straightforward one then. Well, in my force, it's pretty much 2 Dominion boxes plus some Fulminators. So I've got deployed. You can't really see them on the camera because they're squeezed into the edge of the table there. But we've got Indrasta. We've got a unit of Annihilators in the sky, another unit of Annihilators in the sky. We've got a unit of Vindictors in the sky because obviously I'm a Signs of the Storm army, so we can put basically for each unit that we put down, we can put one in the heavens to come down at a later time, which is awesome. We have also got the Fulminators, who are battle line and Hammers of Sigmar army, and all of the characters out of the Dominion box as well.
Oh, you go for all the characters?
All of the various characters from the box,
Yeah.
We've got the Knight Arcanum has got the Celestial Blade spell, which gives a target unit +1 to wound. So that, coupled with the Fulminators, could make them really brutal on the charge.
So they'll be hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s.
Wounds on 2s,
All
yeah.
that attack on them as well.
Yeah, so that's an option. That's an option. We've also got the Banner of Apotheosis that can bring models back. Indrasta can bring back a model from each unit with a wounds characteristic of 3 or less within 12 inches each turn. So a fairly conservative deployment way up here, because I'm fairly sure that Dave's probably going to take the first turn. Oh, we've also got an Emerald Life Swarm as well to double down on all the healing that I've got.
So you're basically playing Sylvaneth in gold armour?
Pretty much, yeah.
What battalions have you guys chosen?
So I've gone for the Warlord, is it, that gives you an extra enhancement?
Okay.
So I've done that to unlock an additional artifact. So I've got the 5+ ward save on my caster, and I've got the Draconian Tooth Dagger on my general. So if he wounds a target, that target takes a mortal wound at the end of every turn. Remember, there's 2 turns in a battle round. So if he can wound someone, it basically is poison that keeps ticking over on them.
It's a Mortal Blaze.
That's quite nice.
Yeah,
that.
really cool.
That.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he's got that, and then I've got another War Squad Battalion, which is the one out of General's Handbook that makes them immune to monstrous rampages. So that is the Fulminators and both units of Annihilators. Logic being they're probably my units that are going to take on the the monsters.
Cool. Well, I've just got a Warlord Battalion. I forgot to mention my artifacts actually. I've got the Amulet of Destiny on the Maw Crusher for a 5+ ward save, and I've also got my second one for having a Warlord Battalion is on my War Chanter to make him a caster Arcane Tome.
Nice, cool.
So he's a caster priest type thing.
He is, yeah. Although he lost the priest keyword in his book. That's cool.
So Dave, you've got an important decision to make now, haven't you?
I have, and I've been mulling over this for about 20 minutes.
Matt always gives you this tricky decision, doesn't he?
He does always give me this tricky. Before we kind of set up, I had my, I knew what I was going to do, but I didn't realise we'd be this close.
That's a good thing for
So
an orc
it's-
army, isn't it? You
It is. It is. And you know what? I'm going to take a gamble, and I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first.
I wasn't going to. I was going to go second, but I feel like I want to get on the objectives because with you being Hammers of Sigmar, you want to get objectives, and that's where you're at your most potent, aren't you? You're very defensive. So we'll do that. We'll take the first turn.
So we both get a command point because the general's live.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 for going second. You get 1 for going first.
Okay. So I've just got. Okay.
Your first job, Dave, of course, is to pick which battle tactic you're going to do this round.
So my battle tactic is going to be aggressive expansion. So I'm going to pick 2 objective markers on the two objective markers on the battlefield that are not within my territory. You complete this battle tactic if you control both at the end of this turn. So I'm going to choose the centre objective.
Yeah.
And I'm going to choose this objective right here.
There's some sprues and bruise dice on those. So that one and that one.
And that one. So end of my turn, I will.
So
grab that battle tactic.
That should be fairly achievable. That's aggressive expansion.
Okay.
For my heroic action, I'm going to go for heroic leadership to try and get a extra command point,
Okay.
which I don't get, unfortunately.
How many casters have you got in your army?
2.
2. I'm tempted to make Indrasta able to unbind a spell.
Okay.
Why not? She can do everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. So other hero phase stuff. So I'm going to give Violent Fury to the Maw Crusher. I'm going to give it to the Ard Boys, and I'm going to give it to the. I'm going to give it to the Brutes.
So what does Violent Fury do then?
So Violent Fury gives them +1 damage. I can do it. Normally it's only once, but it's 3 times for me because I'm Bloodtooths.
Oh, is this a command ability? Is it?
It's not a command ability. It's just an ability on his War Scroll.
Oh, excellent.
So don't need to roll anything. I should also mention as well, he's got the Get 'em Beat, because you have to choose one off their War Scroll to have in this game. Basically gives a unit 3d6 on their charge. If I roll, it's either a 3 or a 4+
Nice.
to chant it, basically.
And when does he chant it?
He chants it at the start of the charge phase.
Oh, cool. So that's pretty good then.
Yeah. Other hero phase stuff. I think what we're going to do, Matt, is we're going to call a Mighty Destroyers at this point.
Mighty Destroyer. So this is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm issuing it with my Maw Crusher.
Yep.
So normally, obviously, only he would move. The Maw Crusher and the one on foot as well can now, when you issue a command ability, they can dish it out to 3 units in total.
Yep.
The one on foot I think is 2, but mine's on a Maw Crusher, so I can do it to 3. So he's going to do it on himself.
Yep.
He's going to do it on the Ard Boys.
Yep.
And he's going to do it on the War Chanter.
The War Chant. And that lets them make a move now, doesn't it?
That allows them to do, well, you can either do a move, they can do a charge, or they can pile in. Unfortunately, you can no longer fight in the hero phase. I mean, that was powerful,
It
wasn't
gets
it?
you up the board in the hero phase. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it does. So we're going to march up some Ard Boys.
I really like these hardboard models. They've stood the test of time, the Black Orcs.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. My issue with them is, compared to like some when I was painting them, they're actually a little bit harder to paint because the armour kind of almost goes into the skin in some places.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I think, like you say, it's just because of the age of the model, isn't it? But there you go. So I'm going to move those up there.
See, this does concern me because you've got a bit of a range now with that Maw Crusher since he can move again in the movement
Yeah,
phase.
so he is going to go. I'll just grab this dice for a second.
So, the Maw Crusher, Dave, what changes have there been to the Maw Crusher? Because he used to be like a staple in your army.
Yeah, well, he still is. So my particular version is the more fighty version. I mean, they're all fighty anyway, but he's not got the Rip 2 Fist, so he's got a 4+ save standard, but he gets more attacks. He gets 9 attacks, the guy on top. Destructive Bulk's changed. That's now a monstrous rampage, which I have to be cautious of with Matt because I won't get them against some units. So yeah, he's still really good. A lot of people are disappointed he's not a 3+ save. But I mean, all out defence, I could make him 3+. And
if you take the Rip Tooth, can't you?
Yeah, you get less attacks, but yeah.
Cool. So you've got another unit to move with your monster rampage.
War Chanter's moved. So they've moved. So that's that. So I've spent my command point.
So you've got 1 command point left.
1 command point left. I am then going to cast. I'm going to cast Mystic Shield onto my Maw Crusher.
Okay,
give him
awesome.
+1 save.
Fabius Fulgham just shouted up, you guys doing a hobby stream later today, or is this all the sprues and brews for today? It depends if the guys are free. I'm sure we can do a bit of a hobby stream. I know you've got painting planned anyway, Joe.
I've got plenty of hobby to do today, yeah, so if there's a stream on, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm sure we will, Fabius Fulgham. We'll confirm after the battle, though. So you're doing, what are you doing, Dave?
Mystic Shield from the Shaman onto
the
Maw Crusher to give him +1 save. Another way of giving him an extra save.
Yeah,
save a command point.
There's a 4, Dave.
That's a 4, it hasn't gone off. Hold on a second, actually. Does he still have... that's one thing I haven't checked.
You can cast 2 spells, Dave.
Going to cast 1. Oh yeah, my War Chanter can cast 1 as well. He's failed.
He's got some brutal power. If he's within 12 inches of 10 or more other friendly Iron Jaws models, he can attempt to cast Green Puke in addition to other spells.
Yep, he can, but he's not going to hit anything with that.
Okay.
And I actually meant to cast that from the War Chanter, which is silly.
I'll let you off, Dave.
Are you sure?
The War Chanter's cast.
That was the War Chanter. So with the Shaman, I'm going to cast the Big Green Hand of Gork.
Okay, that lets you move a unit, doesn't it?
This lets me teleport you.
The dice come up for this.
That's
also failed as well. It's going well. Haven't got a command point yet. Failed both my spells. There you go.
Okay.
Never rely on an orc. I think that's all my hero face stuff.
I think it's Matt's Shrine to Khorne that he has underneath the table.
Yeah, that's stopping me casting.
Cast spells, isn't he?
Yeah.
Shrine to Khorne.
So, I think that's all my hero face stuff.
Cool.
Pretty sure.
So
let's start moving. We're gonna start with the Gore Grunters over on that side. They still have a 9-inch move. Quite a few little subtle changes have happened with this army.
Both the books, most units have changed a bit, and they're old books really. I mean, the Stormcast have had a lot of units that didn't get much love in 2nd edition.
They're going to run. I mean, they were on the objective anyway, but just to be...
So am I taking the objectives?
Okay. Iron Skull's boys are going to run. They're going 8.
Are these the Underworld's warband?
Yeah, so they're not quite as good as they used to be, but for their points, I think they're quite a little gap filler.
They've got a 6+ ward save, and he's got a 5+ ward save. That's quite amazing.
We are going to...
Now don't forget, if he needs to, Kratos can go over that wall, but it's going to cost him movement to do so.
Yeah, no. He's going to struggle to see... This was one of the reasons I wanted really to take the 2nd turn, but he's not going to get in combat this turn. But he's a massive threat to you, Matt. So he's going to run.
3 inches.
3 inches.
Fabius Fulgrim, Corks, I'm always busier at the start of my shift than at the end. Have a great day, hobby. Thank you very much, Fabius Fulgrim. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing some painting. I've got some Redemptionists for Necromunda I want to paint up, and I've actually sprayed up Argyle Tal as well.
Yeah.
So I might start on him.
And your Wolf Spear.
Yeah, and the Wolf Spear. Yeah, there's lots of stuff on my desk painted up, sprayed up, ready to paint. So, yeah. Now the pressure's off of getting these Fulminators done, which I managed to finish last night. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to get some other stuff painted, which is cool.
Okay, the Yard Boys are going to move up to there.
Excellent.
The Shaman is going to run.
So lots of movement on the battlefield this turn, Dave.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are you giving any thought to the fact that Matt's got a lot of units in the sky in terms of
What, I mean,
screening and things like that?
I've not really got an army that's going to be able to screen very well.
Okay.
The main thing I'm trying to do is keep these two characters alive. The War Chant is really important to me.
Noted.
I mean, yeah. We'll see how that goes.
He just wants the attention of Kragnos, man.
Yeah.
I can deal with Kragnos.
And finally, this fella is going to move. So I have to move 3 inches outside of you, don't I?
Yep.
Easy peasy. In fact, can we get further over? Ooh. I'm gonna come. I want to try and stay away from Dresser if I can.
Okay, so the Fulminators are going to use. In fact, the Lord is going to use his free once per turn command point, which you redeploy to the Fulminators.
Okay. To the Fulminators.
Yep. They go 5 inches.
Okay. Cool. That is all my movements. I do have one little bit of shooting from the Maw Crusher. So he's got his Innard Busting Roar, which is a 4 attack, 2s, 3s, -1, 1 damage. Have you still got the War Chanter up in front of you, Jay?
I have got the War Chance, yeah.
Have they changed Violent Fury? Is it just melee weapons? Yeah, that's fine. So he gets 4 attacks with this. Pretty sure it used to be D6, so I always like it when they make things a bit more reliable.
Yeah.
This is going to go on to... I want to try and deal with these shield boys.
The Vindictors.
Because they are also a predator as well.
They are predators.
So this is hitting on 2. Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s,
4
okay, cool.
hits. 3s. That is 1 and -1, Matt.
1 and -1, so that is a 4+ save. Makes it. Okay. That's it for shooting. No other shooting to be done. So we're just going to go into the charge phase. The War Chanter... No. You're attempting a longbow charge on the Fulminators.
He can do a 3d6 charge.
Okay, yeah.
So potentially the Ard Boys
could go into them.
But it's like a 13-inch charge.
Probably average-ish. Was about 10 average on 3d6.
I mean, what I can always do is I can always see if I get the chance. If I don't get it, then...
Right, this is a dice cam moment.
Is this a once per game thing?
No, it's every turn I can do this.
Okay, cool.
So it won't be wasted.
Yeah, it's worth a shot if you want them charging up this way.
It's probably better to charge a Fulminator.
Yeah. So it hasn't gone off. So that makes the decision for me. So nothing's going off is basically the theme of my army so far. Right, so that only leaves 1 charge. And that's going to be the Maw Crusher.
Okay, Maw Crusher's charging.
He's charging.
A mighty 6 inches. Where's he going?
6 inches. And he is going... here.
Okay. Indrasta is going to use a command point to shoot you.
Okay.
Unleash Hell.
Unleash Hell. So Indrasta gets a single attack that hits on a 2. Obviously, because of Unleash Hell, it hits on a 3. So it is hit. It wounds on a 2. It has wounded Dave. Rend -2.
Rend -2. So I failed Mystic Shield, didn't I? So it's just going to be a 4+ -2, so a 6+. Just one of them.
Just one.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey.
He has completed his charge, so his command trait allows him to do some mortal wounds to you.
Okay.
I believe it's on a... Here we go. So Hulking Brute, after this general makes a charge move, you can pick 1 enemy unit, or bump. Within 1 inch and roll a dice. On a 2+, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. You suffer D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound. They're wholly within 12 on the objective, so as Hammers a Sigmar, they get a 6+ ward save. Nope. So 1 mortal wound on a guy.
Cool. So I can do Monstrous Rampage against these guys, can't I?
You can indeed, yeah. What monstrous rampage would you like to do?
So I'm going to do Stomp
Stomp, okay, yeah. So on a 2+, they take D3 mortal wounds.
Now, because of the changes to destructive bulk, in fact, we'll see if this goes off first because it might be pointless me explaining it. So let's see if it goes off. Well, we'll roll it again. Yep, 2+.
Yep.
So that does D3 mortal wounds.
Yep. So 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds.
Okay, and again on 6s I'll ignore them. I ignore one of them.
Okay. After any models assigned by mortal wounds from using... Oh, sorry, here we go. If you suffer a mortal wound from this, then I also get destructive bulk. So that's done another 3 mortal wounds to you.
Another just 3 base mortal wounds?
Yeah, so as long as the stomp... If you carry out a stomp monster attack rampage with this unit, and the enemy unit pick suffers any mortal wounds,
yep.
that enemy unit suffers an additional number of mortal wounds equal to the destructive bulk value
that's cool.
on the damage table.
So
that's another 3.
Another 3 6s. They're safe.
Oh,
so 1 wounded. I'm going to stick it on that guy. I should have wounded the guy at the front, really, because I could have done mortal wounds back to you.
Yeah. So, that's everything... That's everything from the charge phase.
Okay.
So now, I am...
Fighting?
Yeah. I'm tempted to do an all-out attack.
Okay.
But I might save that for your turn. So
Okay.
I've only got
You've
one
got
command.
point left.
If I had 2, it would have been a no-brainer. But, no. 2, 4, 6...
So I'm going to do all-out defence. They're going to issue it on themselves, because they may as well.
7...
So you're going to negate... Because looking at the war scroll here, Dave, it's the majority is Ren 1 here.
Yeah, it's a bit... I would like to see more extra rend on the Morcrush. They used to have a relic, which you gave to one of the melee weapons, and it made it rend -3. That's now gone. It's been replaced with a once per battle. It does an extra 3 damage, but it doesn't increase the rend, which is a shame. So we've got 9 attacks coming from the Gore Hacker and Chopper, hitting on freeze.
Ooh.
So all that attack would have gave me an extra 1. We're then looking at freeze to wound. So you've got 3 at -1 there, Matt.
So with all out, with the defence, they've got 2+ save. That goes down to a 3+ save. Save 2 of them.
That's 3 damage because of his
3 damage. So
Violent Fury.
6 is to ignore. Ignore 2 of them.
Ah.
So 1 Stormcast dies, and then Dave, that as it goes to the heavens, turns into lightning.
Do you do that now or after I've finished all my attacks?
When it dies.
When it dies, okay.
So it's got 2 wounds. It's in Thunderstrike arms, so we get an additional 1. So each 6 will do a mortal wound to you, Dave.
Okay.
So that's another mortal wound.
So 1 more wound. I've got a 5+ ward save.
Yep.
Which I failed, so I've taken a wound.
Get Matt to roll your ward save, Dave.
Yeah, 3.
That's a battle tactic for you.
So how many wounds did he take now in addition to the ones that Indrasta caused him?
Injustice didn't cause any.
He saved him, did he?
I saved him.
Okay.
So he's taken 1, which I'll mark it up in a second.
Okay.
We then finally have his Mighty Fists and Tails. So he's got 8 attacks on this current profile. These again are hitting on freeze.
Yeah,
That's much better. All hits. And then it's wounding on freeze as well.
It's not bad.
So that's 2, 4, 6 at -2.
-2 puts me on a 4+ save then. I failed 2 of them.
So that's flat 4 damage on each of those.
4 damage each. That's terrifying. 4 damage, yeah? So
yeah, I'm just making sure that it doesn't affect any mounts. No, it's
okay,
fine.
so 6+. So ignore 1 of them. That is 1, 2, 3 Stormcast dead and 1 half wounded. So what I'm going to do is remove these 3. There's a wound on that. And then you will take 9 dice there, Dave, to cause mortal wounds.
Okay.
So each 6 does a mortal wound. That is another mortal wound to you.
See if I can shrug it with my amulet. No, I can't. So that's 2 wounds taken.
Excellent.
You now get to punch me back.
So that's him done.
Yep.
Excellent. So these guys are going to make sure they're in range of all the important stuff that matters, and then they're going to pile in. So, oops, that's the wounded guy. We're piling with these guys. So,
You know what, actually, I think I can at this point declare I might use that one command point to try and... These have got rend, haven't they?
You've had all that attack, haven't you?
No, I didn't use it in the end.
They've only got rend of 1.
Rend of 1.
Yeah, you've not used your command ability yet, no.
I am going to all out defence.
So you've used all your command points.
All my command points have gone.
Okay. So all out defence. These are hitting on 3s.
I failed to cast Mystic Shield, didn't I?
You did. These are hitting on 3s. Any hits of 6 are mortal wounds. So that is a mortal wound to you.
Okay.
Attack sequence ends, yeah. And then they are wounding on 3s. So that is 3 at -1, Dave.
Okay, I'll do the 3 at -1 first.
Yep.
This will be back onto my 4+ save. So I've passed 2. So I've got 2 ward saves, your mortal wound, and the one that I failed. He will... Oh, he has made a save there, so he's taken 1 more wound, so he's taken 3 in total.
So that dropped him a tier on his profile. He's probably still on the top one.
It's still on the top one at the moment. While...
Dream 101 says, good morning everyone, hello, hope you're enjoying the battle. Dave's chewed through a couple of Stormcasts there.
At the end of the combat phase, if any models were slain by a wound by an attack made by this unit, I add 1 to my wounds characteristic and 1 to the attacks. This has changed. No longer does it give +1 attack to the mount, it's only the guy on top.
Only him, which makes sense.
So, I mean, that again was super strong. So, I can, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to put a little dice there to say he's got an extra wound and he's got an extra attack on his main weapon. And that is me.
Okay, awesome. So, objectives wise, how have you got on, Dave?
So I've completed my battle tactic.
Yep, so that gives you 1 point, I believe, or 2 points?
2 points for your battle tactic.
Yep.
Yep, and I control all 3 objectives.
So you control 1 objective, you control 2 objectives, and you control more objectives than me, for a total of 3 of those requirements. You've not killed any units with a monster.
Nope.
You've not killed a predator.
Nope.
But you've got pretty well there. What's that, 5 points turn 1?
Yeah.
So 2 for your battle tactic, 1 for controlling at least 1 objective, another 1 for 2, 1 more for more than your opponent, so 5 points. Okay.
Cool, right, so
Over
that
to
is the
you,
end of
sir.
your turn then. So it's my turn 1. What I'm going to do is... Ooh, do we go for a cheeky finest hour with Andraster?
Well, first things first, Matt, you need to choose a battle tactic.
I do. So, decisions. Have you got that other card there, Dave?
Sorry, Matt. Yes, I do. There you are.
Awesome. There's my one gone.
Just for the purposes of myself and everybody at home, where did you get that battle tactic card from? Did that come in General's Handbook?
Oh, so yeah, so the General's Handbook's got all the battle tactics in it. It's got a little handy handout with them all on as
Cool.
well. And then each of the Battletomes War Scroll card packs as well have got them as well.
Cool.
So,
Drip 101's just asking here, is this Big War or Iron Jaws? This is Iron Jaws.
Purely Iron Jaws, yeah. I was tempted to go Big War because I used to be a big fan of that in the previous book. It's not quite as good as it used to be. I still think it could be fun, but because I wanted to bring Kragnos, I couldn't really make a good Big War list.
Yeah.
So I decided to keep it Iron Jaws.
okay. What to do here, Dave? What to do? So you've got some bodies on a lot of objectives here, but I reckon I can take some off you.
There's one that I've kind of left a little bit open, but we'll see what you do.
There's one where I can potentially get some more bodies on as well, and then force you to come back. So I'm going to.
No problem, Drip 101. I'm actually looking forward to Dave getting the Cruel Boys going as well. Like, it'd be nice to see some different sort of Warclan armies.
Yeah, absolutely. I do intend to run a full Cruel Boys army at some point in the near future. Just need a few more units to...
What is it, the Mouth of Mork or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean that model is absolutely incredible.
It's good.
Okay, I'm going to do Conquer on that objective.
Okay.
And which
So I'm
objective, Matt?
This objective here.
In the
I'm
middle,
going to
yeah.
take an objective that Dave controls. This is my battle tactic. Start my turn with my heroic ability. I am going to Finest Hour on Andraster.
Okay.
Dave, what are you doing?
Tempted to match it.
You're going to finest hour?
I'm tempted to match you. For the +1 save mainly. But obviously, yeah, I'm going to finest hour as well. Bring it on.
So we're both finest hour.
Both finest hour.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so spells.
Pretty early for a finest hour, really, isn't it?
Well, I've got more creature in my deployment zone, so I need to deal with that. So, I am going to, with my Knight Arcanum, cast Celestial Blades on the Dracoliths.
Is this a War Scroll spell or
This is a spell out of the book.
Out of the book.
Spell out of the book. Goes off on a 5. That is a double 1. That is not good.
That's a perils, isn't it?
It is a perils, yeah. I can't re-roll that either with anything.
You need some Aether Quartz.
I do need some quartz. So what's that? 3 more wounds?
3 more wounds.
Ouch.
I definitely believe you're right, Jay. I think there is a Khorne shrine underneath this battlefield.
She's got 5+ ward save with the artifacts. She saves 2 of them, she takes 1.
I've never seen somebody make so many ward saves.
Indrasta makes a model come back.
Hello.
So what have you put back there? That's a
so
Vindicator.
Indrasta, Vindictor's come back.
Vindictor, sorry.
With the banner of Apotheosis, I'm going to use that now and bring back 3d3's worth of wounds.
So this is a once per battle.
Once per battle thing, yeah.
Okay, got the dice cam going there.
So 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds worth of stuff. So that will bring back 2 and heal a wound there. Because I haven't got enough left over to bring back the last model.
I had hoped to do a little bit more damage to them, but there you go. I knew there was going to be some Stormcast coming back.
We've had Rob 270779 join the chat here. He's enjoying the battle report. He's looking forward to the Orruk Warclans review on the podcast on Tuesday.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And Drimp as well. He's just picked up the Cruel Boys Battletome last night. So tune into the podcast on Tuesday night, I guess. Drimp 101, and you can hear.
Yeah, the podcast will be on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, for your listening pleasure.
Okay, so I have got a holy command that I just need to borrow the book 2 seconds, Jay, just to see when I can use it. Because there's potentially some shenanigans I can do, Dave. And I know how much you love shenanigans.
Oh, I do love a shenanigan.
So Stormcast get a holy command you can give them as an enhancement of part of the... that's fine, yeah, it's in the combat phase. We'll wait for that till the combat phase then.
Ooh.
That means I can do it, Dave.
Shenanigans.
So I think that is all the stuff that I can do in the hero phase. That's not bad going.
How many Vindicators did you bring back in total then?
So, I mean, there was 5 there, so there's 3 that have come back.
So you've only managed to... so he's recovered over half of the damage you did to him last time.
Yeah, what I have to bear in mind is I'm not too disheartened because there was a once per battle ability in there to make that happen. Yeah.
So Indrasta, he's a predator, isn't he?
He is a predator, yes.
Cool.
What I like about
didn't mention as well, because the Stormcast are in range of the Banner of Apotheosis, they're immune to battle shock. And within range of Indrasta, she got the same ability as well. So, he's going to move back a little bit. He's going to move around here. There's the trusty Gryphound.
Did we miss a battle shock test in your turn, Dave?
Didn't lose any models.
No.
Matt didn't need to take it because of his banner.
Cool. No, that's cool.
So the Dracolines, I'm going to move up.
I like Injusta. I like the fact that she doesn't degrade. So that's a really cool. Because she is tough. She's like a monster, really, isn't she?
She is. She's absolutely. She's scary.
So we are going to use my Lord's ability to once per turn let a unit come down more than 7 inches away rather than 9 inches away. Which should hopefully leave me a nice little deep strike bubble there for some Annihilators to come down.
Okay. These guys are cool.
Do you know what? I'd love if Space Marine Terminators had a similar ability.
Where they could just like teleport in.
Teleport in and do mortal wounds as they come down.
Right, let me just... 7 inches is like there.
We've got all these 9-inch markers. We need some 7-inch
markers. I know, we do. So, for purposes of the charge, they're 7 inches away. They've definitely got enough space on that side. Every enemy unit within 10 inches of them, which is the guys, the Chanter, and them, take some damage from the Annihilators as they drop down from the heavens.
Okay.
So, your, what are they? Ardboys.
Ardboys.
On a 3+, take D3 mortal wounds. Nope. The Chanter does he takes 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And the pigs do. They take 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. I think have they still got 5 wounds apiece? I think they do. Yeah.
So 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds
on the piggies.
The piggies.
I'm going to bring down another unit of them. So we need some. Could you mark out a little 9-inch away with those?
Do you only get that?
I can only bring down once within 7 inches once per turn.
Okay.
So
are you trying to get?
Just seeing if I can get. Obviously, you've got a lot of units there, so that's not going to happen there.
You're going to be looking around here if you're going around here.
Or over here.
But then you've got the Maw Crusher.
Oh, the more. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, you might be okay there.
These are the units, the plastic models from the
Dominion box. Yeah.
Have the because there's another build, isn't there, with big 2-handed hammers? Are they out yet or
no? Not yet. So the only units we've seen for the Stormcast, which came out yesterday, are the Chariot and the new Knight Judicator. The new
yes, the Archer
Artillery's cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so again, every enemy unit within 10 inches of them, which would be the Maw Crusher, those guys, and those guys. So the Maw Crusher on a 3+ takes D3 mortal wounds. He does. He takes 1 mortal wound.
So see if I shrug that on a 5+, he's fine.
Your guys back there
Iron Swords boys
do. They take 1 mortal wound.
They've got a 6+ forward save. They
Fail.
have taken a mortal wound.
And your guys on the centre objective do. They take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so they are 2 wounds each. So that's 1 dead, and 1 has taken a wound.
So that was quite a lot of damage, really. A bit of splash damage.
Yeah, really good.
I'm tempted to also... Do I need to bring them in yet? Maybe. See, one of the problems I've got here, I can't just leave that Maw Crusher, so I've had to deal with in this turn, hoping that if I kill one big monster, if I get the double turn, I can then react and start getting some points.
Yeah.
But I would quite like some bodies on objectives. Those are worth 2 models each, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I am going to bring in the other unit. I think we need a super aggressive turn 1.
Chat, will Matt make all of his charges?
So what's he got? He's got a 9-inch charge here, a 7-inch charge there,
Yeah.
and a 9-inch charge over there.
And he's got quite a fairly straightforward charge there,
and
5
the full
inches.
as well, yeah.
And a dead easy charge of Indrasta, 3 inches.
Yeah.
So I feel I need to put some pressure on the board just
So
to...
Matt is playing Orcs, charge everything.
Stormcast, especially in Sounds of the Storm can be super aggressive. Really nasty turn 1, dropping from the sky and going in.
And the unit that you put down 7 inches away, that is just one unit can do that, or
So
can multiple units?
if the Lord, what is he called? The Lord Imperatant is alive, 1 unit per turn can be placed 7 rather than 9.
Right,
Which is a really cool ability.
Yeah, and you can keep him safe at the back of the board.
You can, yeah, and he's kind of done his job now, delivering them, hasn't
Yeah.
he? And that's only in the Sounds of the Storm. Now, obviously, the other Stormcast build you could have is a Stormkeep force, which is slower, but all of your infantry units are worth 3 models for the purposes of objectives, which is crazy good.
This is the kind of build I'm thinking of doing, but I'm not sure.
So that's a unit of 30 models there.
Essentially, on an objective. Now, obviously, you lose out on your Annihilators being able to deep strike, basically.
Yes.
So there's pros and cons. I wanted to go classic Stormcast in this. All my ones that are deep striked as well, and -1 to hit as well this turn.
Yeah.
Which again hinders you, and gives me a bit of freedom because I can charge him, but you're -1 to hit, so I can attack with other stuff first. So what we do need to do first, though, however, Dave, is some shooting. So the Lord Imperatant is going to shoot your Maw Crusher with his Stormcaller baton.
His baton.
He gets D6 attacks with this. 3 attacks, that's not bad. He is. Oh, you know what? We both got a command point at the start of that turn as well.
Yes, we did.
He gets hits on 3s against your Maw Crusher. He has hit twice, and he is wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. It's only -1 rend though, Dave.
So finest hour at the moment, so I'm going to triple
Triple
save.
save,
So -1 did you say?
Yep.
So he's failed both of those, do 1 damage each.
1 damage each, yep.
See if I can shrug them on 5s. I've shrugged one, so he's taken another wound.
He's taking some wounds though, that's good. I want to soften him up.
Chipping him away.
Indrasta, the Celestial Spear, is going to shoot him. She's hitting on a 2.
Oof.
That is a 2. She's wounding on a 2. That is not a 2, that is a 1. That is disappointing.
Has Indrasta got +1 to wound from Finest Tower?
She has got +1 to wound for Finest Tower.
But one's always a fail, isn't it?
But one's always a fail, yeah.
Oh, unlucky. I thought I managed to save you now.
Yeah. The Dracolines have got a ranged attack now.
The Dracoffs.
Yeah, the Dracothian Guard.
You're lucky there, Dave. You dodged a bullet there because that would have been a -2 d6 damage from her spear, and it's an 18-inch range as well. That's a good range weapon.
Dracothian Guard's going to shoot your War Chanter. 2 dice on a 4+. He takes D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Of course,
He
you don't
takes
have to.
D3 mortal wounds.
You don't have to roll to hit him, do
Nope.
you?
He takes 3 mortal wounds.
He'd taken 1, so he's up to 4 wounds taken. Need to double check how many wounds he's got.
He must be nearly dead.
It's always those auto hit things are always a pain in the bum, aren't they? He has 6 wounds. He's got 2 wounds left.
He's got 6 wounds. Cool. I think when he's gone to charges, then Dave.
Okay.
So the 7 inches away, Stormcast going to charge in. Annihilators can reroll their charges. What are you doing, Dave?
I'm tempted to redeploy.
So you redeploy when they end a movement. We've gone past the shooting phase.
Oh,
now.
is that movement?
Yep.
Carry on then.
So they are going to charge 8 inches. Yeah, I'll have that. So we'll put a guy there. Put a guy there. We'll put a guy there. The Fulminators are going to charge Dave.
Okay.
A 3-inch charge. That's disappointing. They are going to use a commander point on themselves because they are an elite unit to reroll that. A mighty 11 inches. I don't really need 11 inches. So they're going to go in. I don't believe they do any impact hits on the charge, no. But they charge, and they're really good when they charge. So they're in. We are going to go with a charge with the Annihilators. They're 9 inches away. They didn't make it. They can reroll because they're Annihilators, though.
Oh.
No. 6 inches. These guys are going to charge, Dave.
Yeah.
They're 9 inches away. They didn't make it. Indrasta's going to charge. 4 inches, enough.
Yeah.
So she's going to go in. My Lord is going to charge in. Yeah, he's in. There's a mighty flesh hound. And I believe that's all my charges.
Lots and lots of combat. So I don't get to do a monstrous rampage. Well, you do.
I've got no monsters.
Yeah,
so you can do a monstrous rampage with your monster.
But you get to do your first.
Yeah, I'm winning monsters.
You haven't got any monsters. I'm talking absolutely rubbish. I'm going to do.
Well, think about what options have you got?
Well, I could roar to stop him using
abilities.
command abilities such as +1 to save, +1 to hit, or I could do mortal wounds.
Which have you've not got the monster hunting battalion and have you?
So I've got those and those are immune to monstrous rampages.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I am going to, and she's got a 5+ ward
She's
save.
got a 4+ ward save.
4+ ward save. I will.
Anonymous Rex has just joined us. Good to have you here. Yeah, we're on the top end of Battle Round 1. Matt has just charged in a whole bunch of Stormcast into Dave's lines.
I'm going to do a roar to stop any command abilities.
On who?
On. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to stomp you, Vindictus.
Okay. So 2+.
2+. Oops.
You were terrible at rolling this trade, Dave. That is a 2+, yep. So you take 2 more wounds. Ignore it on 6s. No, that's a dead Stormcast, so I'm going to remove this guy.
Don't you add a few extra mortal wounds, Dave, for your...
That's only on... I believe that's only on the charge.
Yeah, that's what he said, when you do the charge.
Okay.
Dave, so 3
hold on,
dice.
actually, no. If you carry out the Stomp Monstrous Rampage, it's not when you charge.
No.
It doesn't say anything about charging. So, on 4 wounds, that's another 3 mortal wounds.
So it's 3 mortal wounds. Okay.
If you can't, Destructive Bolt used to be only when you charge.
So 6+ saves. No, so that's another 1.5 dead. So that one's dead. and a wound there. That's fine, because that's 6 dice to get to roll now and cause mortal wounds to you before we fight. Dropping you down it here, hopefully. Another mortal wound.
It's a 5+ to save it. Saved it.
Saves it. Okay, cool. So that's that done. We now need to fight with stuff. Dave, you count as being 10 wounds taken on your profile. Would that affect the number of mortal wounds you did then?
10 wounds suffered.
Yes.
Would give you 2 mortal wounds in addition, not 3, Dave.
So just one person died then.
I forget about her crazy.
Yep, if you're within 3 inches of it, you count as 10 wounds suffered.
So actually, it would have only done 1 wound, not 2.
Oh, so actually...
No, 10 wounds suffered, Dave.
But he's already taken 4.
Yeah, but you count as being 10 wounds. Was it an additional 10 wounds or 10 wounds suffered?
You add 10 to the number of wounds suffered.
Oh, yeah, so you'd be 14. So, yeah, it'd be 1 mortal wound, yeah.
Okay, so that person's fine.
That's so good.
Drink 101 is asking, when would the cabbage heal? So the Maw Crusher. So that'll be... You could have healed him in your hero phase.
I could have healed him then, yeah.
But you decided instead to do a Finest Hour.
No, yeah, I did Finest Hour, yeah.
So hopefully if he's still alive for your turn 2, you can heal him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avoid the extra save.
So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to have to go with Indrasta first.
Should we get a good camera going?
I think we get an action. Let me move that. We get an action cam on Indrasta the Celestial Spear. Let me know if you can see that, Jay. Yeah, let's go with that.
It's good there, yeah.
So Indrasta gets 4 attacks. She is hitting on 2s. She's hitting on 3s. If she does a all-out attack, she's hitting on 2s. I'm going to save that because I don't need that. She is wounding on 2s and she's got a 2+ save with Finest Hour though. So 3 to hit. She is hit twice. I should have done that all-out attack.
Yeah.
She's wounding on 2s. That is 1 wound at -2.
Okay, so I'm on a 3+ save at the moment, so a 5+ save. I'm okay.
Takes it, yeah. Easy.
And that is it, is it? She hasn't
That's
got
it for her,
anything
yeah.
else.
That is it. So Dave, what are you fighting with next?
This is a very tough decision. The Ardboys are pretty pumped at the moment because they've still got Violent Fury on them for +1 damage. So I think it's going to have to be them.
Anonymous Rex, no, you haven't missed too much now. He's busy painting the old Realm of Battle boards.
I'm just going to move this
How
dice.
are you making progress on that after 12 years?
12 years. Oops.
I assume you've not been painting it for 12 years, you've just started now, it's been in a box for 12 years. Otherwise, I guess a 12-year paint job, it's going to look incredible, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so there's lots of piling in shenanigans here.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've decided to activate the Ardboys against
We're
the
activating the
Annihilators
Ardboys and the Fulminators, yeah. So we're going to have 2 of them on the Annihilators. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Whitney's not quite in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5 on the Fulminators. So 2 on them, 5 on those.
Yep. Any command abilities, Dave?
No command abilities. So let's just double check how many attacks these guys get now. So 3 attacks each. We're going to do the ones on the Annihilators.
What rend have they got, Dave?
They've got rend nothing. That's changed.
Rend nothing but decent damage, you're saying?
2 damage.
Rend
2
nothing,
damage.
2 damage. Fulminator's going to do all out defense on themselves because of elite.
Okay. So we'll do the bosses there actually, so you get an extra attack. So this is on your Annihilators.
Annihilators, yep. So what are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 3s.
Hit on 4s, Dave.
Hitting on 4s, that's changed as well. Getting used to a new book. But they are wounding on 3s. So that is 3 wounds.
Oh, you -1 to hit because they came from the heavens as well.
So I've been hit on 5s. Should I roll that again?
Should have used all that. I can't
Yeah, it's fine. You got 3 went through, but yeah, they should have been -1 to hit them. So they've got 2+ save.
Yeah.
They've got no rend. Oops. Let me roll that in there. That's a terrible roll. How much damage are they?
They're 2 damage each.
2 damage each. That's terrifying. Okay, so 1 dice. One's got a wound. I roll 4 dice. Each 6 does a mortal wound to you. They take a mortal wound.
Okay, so that kills that guy there because he was already on a wound. Then we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
5 attacks each.
3 attacks each, there's 5
So
of them.
15.
Yeah, what am I on about? That's maths. 3, yeah.
79 attacks here, Dave.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You're saying 5 attacks each, that's
9.
mental. It's like
No. We're going to come to mental in a minute when the fulminator's activated.
Yeah, this is true. You need to kill these fulminators, Dave.
14. So 15 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, yeah, because he didn't drop.
No, these are Orruk Guard boys. They hit on 4 plus he's not. Oh, yeah, these guys do that.
Yeah.
Carry on, sorry.
Lots of 1s and 2s and 3s there.
There's a lot of frees there. Should have maybe all that attack.
Why didn't you all that attack? What was you thinking, Dave? You saving for the.
Yeah, I think so.
All out defence?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And these are what, wounds on 3s?
Freeze.
Yeah.
And then no rend, so 4.
2 plus saves.
2 plus on those guys.
3 plus they used all that defence.
Oh yeah.
2 damage. Cool. Okay, so they're safe. You fought with all them. There's a guy there, but don't care about him. What we're going to do next, Dave, is the Vindictus. Vin Diesel. They're going to go in 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14, 15 attacks with the leader. They are hitting on 3s.
I am going to go. Oh no, I don't need to go all out defence actually because I'm already +1 to save and you can't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you
We
can
can
still.
do. I've only got 1 rend on these, though, Dave.
So it's whether you want to go for a 3 plus. Remember, this is the end of the turn, so these battle points disappear.
Yeah. No, carry on.
So these hitting on 3s. Each 6 does a mortal wound.
Yeah.
That is 4 mortal wounds, Dave.
Okay, I'll try and save those first
Okay, let me take these out for you.
so we don't forget. So I've not saved any of them. So that's another 4, so up to 8 wounds taken.
So he counts as 18 wounds taken for the purpose of when he
Yeah.
fights. And these are wounding on 3s, Dave. So that is 4 saves to make it -1.
Okay, so 4 plus saves. I've made 3 of them, so we're just 1 damage,
Yep, 1 damage.
which he's taken. So he's taken 9 wounds.
He's got 9 left.
He starts with
18 wounds.
he starts with
10
18,
wounds
but he's got his +1 wound for last turn. So
10 wounds left. Okay, I can deal with that.
is that all of them?
That is them 4. Yep.
So the War Chanter can't fight, so it's going to have to be the Maw Crusher.
Why can't the Wolf Shannon fight?
He's only got a 1-inch range.
You
Oh,
can
right.
pile in though, 3 inches, Dave.
He's not got anywhere that you can pile in there.
Is he not an inch? That's
No.
an inch, Dave. You're using half an inch.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight with him.
Okay.
Because this guy could do a little bit of damage to me. The War Chanter is not that great in combat, so
Okay.
I prefer whilst I'm still alive. I mean, you'd have to be. I'm on the bottom profile already, aren't I?
You are on your bottom
I
profile.
was just looking. You are on your bottom profile, Dave, but it doesn't really impact that
No,
much.
it's his main attack that degrades.
The only thing that changes is your fist and tail, which goes from an 8 at the top profile to a 5.
to a 5, yeah.
But you still get your 9 attacks with your boss gore, hacker, and chopper.
Yeah.
So it's not actually and the destructive bulk, isn't it? So it's
What's this guy like in combat, you lord?
The Lord Imperator is okay. He gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, wound on 3s, -1 rend, 2 damage. And his Gryphound gets 4 attacks with no rend. If he wounds you, you're bleeding for the rest of the game, every turn.
Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Decisions.
Yeah, I'll. I'll go with the Maw Crusher just in case.
The Maw Crusher. Who's the
Because
Maw
he could
Crusher?
do 2, 4. He could kill me.
He could do 12
He's
damage
very-
to you, plus his
Yeah.
bleeding.
Plus he's bleeding. I'm gonna put.
Equally, if you kill him, he could do 8 wounds to you.
I want to go with the Maw Crusher. He's going to put.
I think for an orc, Dave, you think way too much.
Yeah, I know I do, don't I? I'm going to put his main weapon on to... I kind of want to kill Andrasta. She's bringing back a model every turn.
She is bringing back a model every turn.
I want to put everything on her.
Everything on Andrasta?
Everything on Andrasta.
Okay, cool.
So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I've currently got 10 attacks with his Gore Hacker and Chopper because I've gained one from the last turn. I am going to use All Out Attack.
All Out Attack on him, okay. A lot of shaking going on here.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to hit on normal.
You're not going to All Out Attack?
Not going to All Out Attack.
Okay.
I want to save that. So hitting on Freeze, it wouldn't have made a massive difference.
You've already converted an extra 2 there, wouldn't you? So
Yeah.
that's not too bad, yeah.
And then wounding on Freeze.
How much rend does this have, Dave?
-1. 4 at -1.
3 plus save then, because she's all finest hour. She saves them all.
Oh, you would have been wounded on a 2 actually.
Wounding on 2, so I don't think it made a difference. Saved them all. Right, now his Mighty Fists.
His
So
Mighty Fists.
he's only got 5 attacks with this now.
Yep.
Hitting on Freeze. And I'm wounding on 2s because of finest hour.
We've done 2, cool.
Still roll a 1 though. That's 3 at -2.
So that gives me a 4 plus save. She saves 2 of them.
That's 4 damage.
She's got a 4 plus ward save. She saves 3 of them. She takes 1 wound.
Oh dear. That didn't go anywhere near as well as I expected it to. That's him fought.
Cool, okay. So we may as well go with these annihilators, haven't we?
I'm going to go all out defence on those.
All out defence on the
Eye
War
Boys.
Chanter?
No, on the Eye Boys.
Okay. Because he's attacking the... Okay, he's going to check on the War Chanter, he's attacking those guys. But you're doing all out defence on those guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he can't reach him. So yeah, 1 on him, 1 on them. The Annihilator. He's the Annihilator Brime as well. So 4 attacks on the War Chanter. We'll do that first. They are hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Drink 101 has noticed that Matt rolls a lot of 6s on ward saves. Yeah, Matt should
has
change
rolled
his
an
second name to
awful lot of 6s.
We should ban Matt from playing armies with ward saves. I
Should
think.
do. So these hitting on 3s, Dave. That is 3 hits. They are wounding on 3s. That is 2 -1 saves on your War Chanter.
2 -1. No, sorry, minus what, sorry?
-1.
-1, so 5 plus saves.
That is 2 damage. I think he's
He's dead.
Blood type point. Oh, maybe not with this army. And the 1 on the unit just gets 3 attacks hitting on 3s. 3 attacks wounded on 3s. 3 saves there at -1, Dave.
So these are now on a 3 plus, so -1 takes them down to 4. Saved them all.
They got 3 plus save. That's really
The
cool.
net with all out
defense.
defence.
Cool. You know what? They've not got a 3 plus save against a load of Fulminators chewing their face off. So they're going to go next. They get a lot of attacks, Dave. 5 attacks each. They are hitting on 3s. They are wounding on 2s because of the spell from earlier. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses. Wounding on 2s. All wounds. -2 rend, Dave. 8 of them.
8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. So they're going to be on 5 plus saves.
Yep.
That's really good.
Not
So
bad.
I failed
9
3.
damage, Dave.
9 damage. Oops. Oh, run away, guys. 9 damage. So
You surprised me there, Dave. We did.
2.
We simulated the Fulminators charging into a number of units
4,
yesterday, and they were one-shotting
6.
things like Vorgraf.
8. I'm on there.
Okay, and then the mounts get to attack.
Yep.
They are hitting on 3s. Ooh, missed one.
Glad it's not me that only misses the.
And they are
Sorry.
also wounded on 2s. With -2 rend again. So 3 of them.
I have failed 2 of them.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage. So 1.
Hello, Andy Woods has
3,
just joined the chat.
4.
Hey Andy, how's it going?
Where's Kragnos? He's still alive, Andy. He's still alive. He hasn't actually done anything yet.
This is only turn 1.
It is only turn 1, yeah.
Cool, but I think I've done enough there for them to run away.
Yeah, and I've got no command points to keep them in the fight.
Which just leaves my general to punch your guy and hopefully make him bleed out. Which is the plan. So he gets 4 attacks, Dave. He is hitting on 3s. 1 miss. He is wounding on 3s. 2 saves to make, Dave, at -1 on your general.
So 4 plus. He's okay.
And the vicious beacon claws, 3 plus. Just 1. 4 plus. I need to cause 1 wound to get this bleed on you. No, he's not done it. He has not done it. And that, I believe, is everything for.
Ouch. So it's going to be battle shock for the R boys. They're only bravery 5.
I think they run, Dave.
Yeah, I think they've gone, unfortunately. Wow. They're not as good. I had a look at their war scroll, but it's only when you actually play with stuff that you realise how much they've changed.
Yeah.
They're not as tasty as they used to be.
So points wise, obviously that's the only battle shock we've got, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't think you can fail with your
I can't. They auto pass me.
Auto pass because of the banner.
And they've not lost enough.
No.
So I've done my agenda, taken
Your
objective
battle
off you. So that's 2 points. I have got 1 objective as well, which is 1 point. So I've only got 3 to your 5 points, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
But I was hoping to do some more damage to that more. I mean, to be fair, he's quite heavily wounded now, isn't he?
Yeah, I hope to do a lot of damage to Indrasta instead of just 1 wound.
Yeah, Indrasta's really good.
It was interesting. I mean, Indrasta to me seems like a trap. You think she didn't do anything in the combat phase because she fluffed her attacks, didn't she? But it's the fact that she's got that 2+ save with Finest Hour. You could get it down to a 1+ with Violent Defense, and then a 4+ ward save on top of that. It seems like
maybe I should have gone for the.
You have to invest a lot to try and kill.
instead.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if you'd have killed them, you'd have got an extra point as well for killing a predator, or you would have denied me a predator.
Yeah.
But you think still alive. We've got a hero phase coming up, Dave, where you can potentially get some wounds back.
So,
He has done his
No.
finest hour now, though.
I didn't kill a model in the combat phase with him, so he doesn't get an extra wound or attack.
Nope.
Steve Harbour has just turned up in chat. Good to see you there. Yeah, we've just come to the end of turn 1, so perhaps the guys can just give us a quick summary of the end of turn 1.
Yeah, so at the minute, as you can see on the board, Warclans are winning 5-3. I think Dave made the right choice taking turn 1 because it meant that you could get the full slate for the objectives. Obviously, your big objective holding slog in the middle, though, I've dealt with the Annihilators. That's their job, really, to just take out any big units.
Yeah.
Which now puts a bit of pressure here, forcing Dave to have to think about what to do.
At this point in the game, after turn 1, I hoped over here would be a bit less Stormcasty. So, I mean, the only good thing that's going on here is this Maw Crusher's taken a lot of attention, but I could really do with not being double turned. This is one of the reasons I wanted to go second.
Well, if you flip to the dice cam, Jay, I think we need to roll off to see who gets turn 2. Dave, do you want to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
So we both get a command point.
And the reason for that is if I'd gone second, you'd have deleted this unit, you'd have got a charge on them, and I don't think my Maw Crusher would be alive for another turn.
So this is interesting, though, Dave, because now potentially you could.
You've got 2 there. So you get.
No,
1.
sorry, the battle tactic.
Oh, battle tactic, sorry.
So now you need to think about turn 3, I guess, don't you now? Because you've got the potential for being double turned in turn 3, which could be quite critical.
And turn 3, one
Yeah.
of these objectives gets removed by whoever goes second as well.
Yeah, yep.
So this is I've only played one game of Match Play Age of Sigmar 3, so now Dave's looking now what battle tactic he's going to use for this round. And this is just something else I think about in Age of Sigmar 3. And at first I was a bit unsure whether this added too much thought to the game, but actually it's a really, really cool mechanic in that the game's not so much focused now on objective points, but it's more about what you're looking at each turn as sort of an individual battle, isn't it? What you can achieve that turn. It's cool.
What are you thinking, Dave?
There's,
You can't do the same one. You can't attempt the same one twice either. So if you pick one and you don't achieve it, that's it. You've lost your option.
Yeah, there's a couple of tempting ones. I'm actually looking at a couple of the Orruk specific ones. There's quite a cool one where I can only use it in the first, second turn. If all my orcs are within 12 inches of enemy units, I get the battle tactic.
Oh, nice.
That's
For just so we can visually see, do you want to put 2 green dice on the 2 objectives you've got, and then if we put a red dice on the one I've got, then just the guys watching at home can see which objectives we control then.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So my battle tactic is going to be time to get stuck in. So I can only use it in the first or second turn. As long as all my Orruks are within 12 inches of an enemy unit, I gain the battle tactic.
Oh right, okay, cool.
I am already within 12 inches of everything, so...
Wholly within, or...?
Okay.
Just within.
Okay,
Within
cool.
12 inches. And we're about to get a lot closer.
That's a nice easy one then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, there you go. Right, so hero phase.
Yep.
Can't do any violent furies. I mean, I knew my war chanter was going to take a lot of stick.
What heroic action do you want to do, Dave?
Heroic action. I'm going to try and heal.
Heal Kragnos.
Heal
Take
Kragnos.
down Kragnos. They're more
Heal my Maw Crusher. So I have to roll 2d6.
You're going to roll under his bravery.
With 2d6.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. He's done it then.
Yep, so if you roll under, you get D3 back. 1 back.
1 back. So he's 8 wounds.
So he suffered 10, has he now, or he suffered 8?
He's suffered 8
Okay.
actual physical damage, but
Yeah.
then obviously Indrasta's
around.
10, yeah.
Okay, so Indrasta, she is also going to do the same, Dave, and heal up that 1 wound you caused to her. Which she does.
Yeah. Okay. Mighty Destroy time. I think I'm going to call it from my Shaman.
So they get to make a move, don't they? Or
Yeah.
within 12 inches they can attempt to
Saying
charge.
that, they can... Yeah. Everything's already kind of close. In fact, no. I'm going to call it on Iron Skull's boys.
Yep, from who?
From Iron Skull himself. The unit leader.
Mm-hmm. So that's a command point, isn't it?
No, I'm not going to bother using Mighty Destroyers. I'm going to save it. I can just do the normal move anyway. If I could fight in the hero phase, 100% would be doing that right now, but I'm not. So magic is next. I want to put Mystic Shield on my brutes.
Mystic Shield on your brutes, okay. Yep. Goes off on a 7.
Yep.
I'm going to try and stop it with my Incanter. 7 doesn't do it. So Mystic Shield is on the brutes.
Now, unfortunately, he's not surrounded by 10 or more within 12 inches. So I can't cast Green Puke, which is a really cool, really cool thing. That's it for hero phase stuff. So we're going to go on to movement. We're going to move Iron Skull's boys up here. In fact, we'll keep them there for now.
Okay.
Because we're going to move Kragnos first.
Okay. So you can't get within 3 inches of Indrasta.
Yeah.
So it's whether it'll fit through, isn't it?
Yeah, he's gonna. You know what? We will move these first. Move out the way. They've got a wound on.
What movement is Kragnos got?
10 inches.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He's gonna deal with these
Okay.
punks because they're gonna be a problem.
My Lord's going to do his free once per turn command ability to do move on them.
Okay.
5 inches. See you later.
That's fine. Okay. They've moved. He's gonna stay where he is. They 9. Free wounds taken on that guy on the end.
What's your plan for dealing with the middle, Dave? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
What's your priority targets?
What's your battle tactic this turn?
I've already got
Get
it.
within range. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've already got that. He's gonna back off a little bit. He can squeeze through.
So you're gonna try and engage every unit in combat.
Yeah. It's gonna. So then it'll be a bit of an activation kind of.
Yeah.
Who the heck do we go with? And hopefully,
Yeah.
I can get lucky. So that is all my movement.
Yep. Shooting.
Shooting. I've only got the one shooting attack.
So
Gotta
Dream
be-
101 is asking, why not take out Indrasta? Isn't she more of a threat? Dave tried to do that in turn 1.
I did 1 damage, which she
Yeah.
then healed.
She's very, very tough. She was
She's
in her
very, very
finest
tough.
hour, so she had a 2+
The
save.
the thing that's annoying me about it is that adding 10,
Mm-hmm.
because the Maw Crusher, we said this at the beginning of the stream, I wish his main weapons were more than -1. His mount's -2, but at the moment I'm only getting 5 attacks with it because of
Question:
Indrasta.
is he your warlord?
He is.
Asking for a friend.
Okay.
He's asking for a friend.
with
next time.
Kragnos. So yeah, Indrasta with Kragnos, Dream 101's asking.
Um,
But I guess you
he-
suffer from the same problem there, don't you? That she's going to reduce your wounds by.
Yeah, he's got other targets.
I think Matt's got a couple of big threats on the board. Indrasta obviously is one, but you can't overlook the Fulminators getting another
No.
charge and the Annihilators as
no,
well. So
no, so that's why I need to charge them.
yeah.
So we're gonna shoot.
Hi Ralderon 9. He's just joined us in the chat. Is that Chapter Master Ralderon of the 9th Legion,
I
perhaps?
believe so. Yeah. Beaming in live from Baal.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot your. We're gonna shoot your Vindictors.
Yep.
So that is 3 wounds at -1.
3 -1. That's pretty good. So 4+ save. They save 2 of them. How much damage does that do, Dave?
Just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage. So one. That guy. Was that guy wounded? I don't know if he was. Yes, he was, because you did 1 wound.
Yeah.
So that guy is 6+ ward save.
Yeah, Dream 101. Basically,
Yep.
any monsters within 3
So that's
inches of
dead.
Indrasta
And then
counts having suffered 10
Each 6
more
does a
wounds.
mortal wound to you. No 6s.
Okay, that is the end of my shooting. So charge phase.
Yep.
Let's do some charges. So we're gonna start over there.
The piggies, yep.
The Gorgon's gonna go in. They're gonna go
6
6.
inches.
So they're just gonna go into the front of them. Nothing tactics about that. Oh.
Nothing tactics.
Nothing tactics. English language at its finest.
Hi Draymar, thanks for tuning in. You've just joined us here in the start of turn 2, Dave's turn 2, in his charge
Brutes
phase.
are gonna charge.
Okay. There's a 2-inch charge, Dave.
You
You got any command points left?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use one of those. Like calling it from the,
Do they
the
not
brute
get
boss.
+1 charge, for +1 inch with the drums? They've got drums, haven't
They
they?
have got drums. No,
So yeah. So are they doing it on? If they got a squad leader,
they have got a squad leader. Yeah, so it's gonna be him that's gonna call it.
okay. It's a 5-inch
5-inch
charge.
Oh Dave, you and your charges.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Are they engaging the Dracleans as well?
The Dracos, yeah, they're gonna have to.
Okay.
They've got support though coming.
Cool. Right. I'm going to use a command ability on themselves to shoot you with the Dracoths.
Okay.
-1 to hit. Cool. 4+ you take D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
You don't take any mortal wounds.
Okay. Kragnos is gonna charge.
Kragnos is charging. That is a 10-inch charge. Where does the big boy want to go? Okay.
A lot of love for Indrasta in the chat. Draymar's taking it to
Iron Soul's
Bobo,
boy's
is
gonna
that a
charge as
sword?
well.
But yeah, it is.
In a Hammerhal list.
5.
I think they're charging. That's brave.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, they'd be the only orcs not in combat, wouldn't they, Dave? They can't really have that, can they?
No, absolutely. They'll be shunned.
Your
by
shaman
all
is
community.
within range for your battle tactics, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Start the combat phase. Dave?
Yeah.
I use my once per game Stormcast ability to give those guys +1 attack.
Okay.
That's like a command trait thing.
Monstrous decisions.
So yeah, monstrous rampages.
So every monster gets to do this.
Every monster gets to do a different monstrous rampage.
Just okay.
Now, Kragnos can't because they're both immune to monstrous rampages because they're both in that formation.
Absolutely. So instead, I want to do stomp onto your
So
Vindictors.
Dave, before you do all of this, you've got Rampaging Destruction for Kragnos. After each unit makes a charge move, you can have a roll of dice for each enemy unit within 1 inch, or you can pick one enemy monster within 1 inch, and you roll 2d6.
So there's no monsters, Kragnos, Dave.
Oh right, yeah.
So you roll 2d6 for each enemy unit within 1 inch. On a 2, sorry, roll a dice for each enemy unit within 1 inch. On a 2+, that unit suffers d6 mortal wounds.
That's scary.
And at the end of any phase, if any wounds are allocated to you in that phase, roll a dice for each other unit in each defensible terrain feature. If the roll is equal to or greater than the bellow of rage value, that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds or the terrain feature is destroyed.
So 2+ then on the Dracoliths, Dave.
Yep. It's from when you're on the stream, you forget things.
It's a 1.
No.
On the Annihilators, that's a 2, so they take
That's
d6 mortal wounds. That kills an Annihilator. That does 4 dice. Each 6 to you does a mortal wounds. You take 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Oh, Dave.
And then you just bellow with rage at the end of the charge phase, hitting everything within range.
Yeah. We'll come to that in a moment. So that's his stuff done.
So it'd be right now at the end of the charge phase.
Oh,
that
right.
happens.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because the monstrous rampages are the beginning of the combat phase, are they?
Yeah,
They are,
I mean,
aren't they?
for sequencing, we're probably better off starting with this here.
Yeah.
So what's the rule for that? Bellow of rage. Every enemy unit within 6 inches, is it?
At the end of any phase, no, that's at the end of any phase if he suffered any wounds.
Yeah. So
Which
the
he
end of the
has.
charge
At the end
phase.
of the charge phase, he suffered wounds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you roll
So
a dice for
on a
each other
5+
unit.
for every unit within 6 inches.
So Annihilators?
5+?
Nope.
Nope.
Dracoliths? Nope.
Nope.
My other Annihilators? Nope. Your boys?
You know this is going to be a 5+.
Nope.
Oh.
Your Shaman? Nope.
No, that was uneventful.
Cool. And then your monstrous rampage on your
So I'm
mortal.
going to stomp your Vindictors.
Stomp the Vindictors, okay, 2+ then, is it?
Yeah. Does D3 just 1? Do you
Plus-
shrug it? If you shrug it, I won't get
Ah,
the...
okay, got you. So 6+ shrug, I do.
Right, so I wouldn't do the extra mortal wound then.
Cool, well, that's
In fact,
done.
I would do none because I'm on my top profile. Bottom profile
profile.
because of Hindraster. The Gorgrunters actually do something on the charge as well. So after you finish charge, roll dice for each enemy unit within 1 inches. I'd want... No, I don't need to do that. If this unit has more than one model, roll to determine if mortal wounds are caused after each model finishes the charge move. So actually I should have done it one at a
So
time.
who's this, sorry?
This is the Gorgrunters.
Gorgrunters, okay?
So the first one does 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
Second one doesn't. Third one does. So 2
Cool.
mortal wounds.
Stormcast dies. Roll 3 dice. 6 to do more wounds to you. Nothing.
Cool.
They're wholly within 12 of an objective, though, aren't they? So they'd actually get a 6+ shrug for them. 2 wounds, wasn't it?
2, yeah.
So actually, there's one guy left with 1 wound. Sorry, Dave. I should have rolled that first.
No, that's fine.
Keep forgetting me ward save. It's really good having a ward save within range. of an
When we get
objective,
new
isn't it?
books and when we're on the stream, the pressure's on a little bit and you tend to forget a lot.
Which we get all these are within 12 inches of objective as well.
Yeah. So, it's time
Pick
to
something
start
fight
picking
with.
some units. So, I do have to remember that smashing and bashing is a thing. So if I completely destroy a unit, then I get to immediately fight with a different unit. But I think it has to be Iron Jaws.
It does, yeah. You can't do it with Kragnos.
No. So,
The Orruk Brutes, Dave, just look at their scroll. They've got a really nice war scroll now. They get a bunch of attacks, but they also have this duff up the big thing. Add 1
Yeah.
to hit rolls for attacks made by units that target you with wounds characteristics of 4
which
or
both
more.
Annihilators and Dracos
Nope,
have.
now we've got 3.
3 wounds. Okay. Okay.
What are you fighting first, Dave?
Wave that. We're going to go with...
You've got 1 command point left as well.
I've got 1 command point, yeah. It's probably going to go on an all-out defence at some stage. So I'm going to go with the Maw Crusher first.
The Maw Crusher, okay. And who's the
Because I
attacker?
think he's more likely to die now. And he's going to put all of his attacks on your fellas down here.
Okay, cool.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Just looking at Kragnos' War Scroll,
10.
he's a candidate for all-out attack. Hitting on freeze, you'd want to get that to a 2, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I've got 10 attacks on your Vindictors with his main weapon.
Hitting on
freeze. So they've all hit. No, well, they're not all hit. Missed with 2. Wounded on freeze. So that is 2, 4, 6 at -1.
Okay, so 4 plus save. 1 goes through. How much damage?
Just 2 damage.
2 damage, ignore it on 6s. Nope. So 1 dies. Do some lightning wounds to you. You take another mortal wound, Dave.
5 plus to shrug it. No.
I'm sure the Maw Crusher's done more damage with lightning hitting him in the face when he kills a Stormcast.
He's then only got the 5 attacks with his... it's definitely 5. With his... yep. Hitting on freeze. So they've all hit. Wounded on freeze. 3 at -2.
So 5 plus save. Now I could lose some Stormcast here. 5 plus save 1 of them.
And these are flat 3 damage each.
Flat 3 damage each. Okay, we can't kill him, I don't think.
No, I need
6s. So save 1. So we'll go. Well, yeah. 2.
I really wanted his main weapon to kill a couple.
1 there. That's 6 dice for mortal wounds back to you.
Drew, 101 is as reading the
Another mortal wound
Stormcast, mortal wound cast.
Mortal wound cast. Yeah, there's a lot of mortal wound
He's
cast
okay.
going on.
Saved him with the ward save.
Cool, but the Annihilator's, the Vindictor's still alive.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Cool.
Your turn.
So I know you haven't gone with the big boy yet, have you?
No. No.
So, these Annihilators have got +1 attack each.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1 dead, that's annoying. So what we're going to do is... you've got a good save, haven't you?
2 plus.
2 plus. And unfortunately my Dracothian Guard... Okay. Dracothian Guard are going to go next. 10 attacks. Yeah, Dracothian Guard are going to go next. I'm going to pile in. They are going to not all out attack. They have got 10 attacks. They're targeting your brutes, by the way.
Okay.
Stay on target.
I've only got 1 command point left.
Yep.
Go on then.
So they're hitting on 3s. That's not bad. They are... Ooh, let me check my spell, Jay, just to see if it lasts until my next hero phase. Because if it does, then they've still got +1 to wound
Most
on
of
them.
the time they do, don't they?
So bear with, sorry, as we check this spell. So let's put it down in my notes. Spell or Celestial Blaze until your next hero phase. So they are still wounding on 2s, Dave.
Okay.
Sorry, Jay. So wounded on 2s. All wound. So that is 4 at -2. 7 at -2, Dave.
7 at -2. So this puts them on 6s. So I've passed 2 of them.
It's only 5 damage because they didn't charge.
Only 5 damage. So they are 3 wounds each. So 3. And then 2 wounds are going to go on this gent in the middle of the ruckus. There.
Then the mounts are going. Again, hitting on 3s. Wounded on 2s. They're at -2 as well, so 5 at -2, Dave.
6s. It's a little bit
That
better.
is 6 damage.
6 6 damage. So 1, 4, 5, 6.
Cool.
Okay. We are now going to go with Kragnos.
Kragnos, yep.
I was
So
just
he's
looking
just
at. He's got a cool. I thought he just re-rolled wounds, hits, and rolls against dragons, but he just has to be within range of a dragon to.
Yeah, he gets a benefit of being near him.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who you target, you're going to get that re-roll.
Hence why really it needs to go with them first and try and kill that battle line unit.
So, I really think it's going to... How many wounds do they have?
So what you the
Dracoths.
Dracothians, 6 wounds each.
6 wounds each. I'm going to put the Dread Mace into them.
I'm going to do all out defence on them.
I'm going to put the hooves on the Annihilators.
Did you do your monstrous rampage with Kragnos?
I did it with
They're
Monk
immune to
Crusher.
it.
Oh, you can only choose one monster, can you?
Yeah.
They're immune to it.
Oh, of course they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to put the Dread Mace into the Dracothian Guard.
Yep.
I'm going to put the hooves into the Annihilators.
Yep.
And Tuskbreaker is also is going to go into the Dracothian Guard as well.
Okay. Come on, Dracothian Guard, you've got
Are
this.
you using your all that attack, Dave?
Yeah, I am going to use all that.
So that's all your command ability's gone.
That's all my
So
commands.
your command point's gone.
Yeah. I think you have to do that, Dave. That 3+ to hit. If you miss,
Sorry, how many wounds are they? 5?
6 each.
6 each. Okay. So 6 attacks. So Dread Mace and Tuskbreaker into them.
Yep.
Hooves into them.
And made an all out defence.
Saved them all that defence. So I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling all hits because you've got the right keywords for it.
Yep.
So 1 to reroll.
So it's reroll to hit against
it's real to hits anyway, as long as we're within 12 inches of anything with that keyword.
the Dracon
Yeah.
keyword, yeah.
And then we're wounding on 2s.
Yep. Ooh, couple of ones.
So we've got 4 at -3.
Okay, so with all out defence, that's a 5+ save. Come on, 5s and 6s. Saves 1. How much damage is
4
that?
damage each.
4 damage each, so they are within 12 inches of an objective, so they do get their 6+ shrug, but I've got a feeling I might have 2 dead Dracoths there. Save a couple. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. You've just killed him, Dave.
I mean, that's why I was torn with the shield. Like, did I put it into the Annihilators or but I wanted to make sure they were dead. So the shield is wasted.
I roll 6 dice.
Yeah.
Each 6 does a mortal wound to you. 12 dice, sorry. Each 6 does a mortal wound to you. That's a mortal wound on Kragnos.
That's really unlucky, Matt. I'd expected more than 1.
And they are dead.
So 3 wounds taken on Kragnos. So the Tuskbreaker's wasted. 2, 4, 6 attacks with the hooves. Now, interestingly, I won't get my rerolls now
No, because you're not within
because
there.
I've killed them. But I'm hitting on 2s anyway.
And there's a 1.
But I would roll a 1, of course. This is wounding on 2s as well. So they is 5 at -1.
Okay, 3+ save. 3 go through. How much damage are they?
2 damage each.
Ouch. So 6s. You stop 2 of them. So that is a dead one. And just the guy left with 1. Obviously, I've rolled 4 dice though. And each 6 does a mortal wound to you. You take another mortal wound.
So that's 4 wounds taken. So his thing kicks in at the end of the
At the end of the
phase,
combat
isn't
phase,
it?
Yeah. At the end of the phase, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So that is Kragnos.
Cool. I'm going to go with these Annihilators. I'm going to go in and punch your last couple of guys that are hanging around there. So the Annihilators get 3 attacks each, +1 for the champion. They are hitting on 3s. And they are wounding on 3s. That is 3 saves to make Dave at -1.
5+. Mate, just
2
1
damage.
loss. 2 damage would kill him and put 1 wound on the leader left.
Okay, who are you fighting with next?
We're next going to go with the Gore Grunters.
Okay.
So these get 4 attacks each.
+1 for your champion.
4. Yep, +1 for my champion. This is with their pig iron choppers. So these are hitting on 3s. Not great. And they are wounding on 3s. Ooh. That's 4 wounds, Matt, at -1.
Okay, 4 plus save. Saves one of them. How much damage are they?
Just 1 damage.
So 6 plus ward save. Nope. So that kills that guy and kills that guy. I roll 6 dice. Each 6 does a mortal wound to you. You take a mortal wound.
So that's gone to 4. Okay, 4 wounds on that piggy on the end.
Cool.
So then we've got the piggies themselves. These are 3s. These used to be 4s. No, 3s.
Fabulous Fulcrum says, what turn are we up to? This is just Dave's turn 2. I could potentially get a double turn going into turn 3.
Yeah, there's been no double turns just yet.
And 3s to wound. 3 full saves, Matt.
3 plus saves. Make 2 of them. How much damage?
Just 1 damage.
Just 1. Don't shrug it, so there's a wound on this guy here, let's say. Put it on this guy.
Okay, that's those gone.
Cool, okay, Indrasta. It's going to kill Iron Skull's boys. Because then you
Okay.
lose that objective, because she'll be within 6 inches of it.
Yes.
I'm not sure why you charged them in, Dave.
Well, for this reason, really, so that you would fight them.
Okay.
But I forgot about the objective.
So, 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Don't need to all that attack, but then I've still got my turn. Yeah. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Actually, should have all that attacked. Always all that attack. Wounds on 2s. So 2 and -2.
2 at -2. So 6 plus saves. 1 saved.
3 damage.
And then I get a 6 plus ward save. No. So that's 1 was already wounded. So that's 2 dead, 2 alive. Okay.
Cool.
So they fought. He hasn't fought yet. They haven't fought yet. So we'll go with these 2 Iron Skull's boys fighting in retaliation. I don't expect them to hurt.
Hi, Morton Joe. Yes, Kragnos has just charged and wiped out a unit of Draconid
Fulminators.
Yeah, he's been really. This is the first time I've seen him in action. Actually, he's got quite a cool, like a set of cool rules, hasn't he? Like the Bellowing Rage and the Mortal Wounds he did on the charge as well. But the Stormcast are throwing out mortal wounds like it's Christmas. It's
Boss Trapper first.
Yep.
So this is going on to Indrasta. These are hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. So that's 2 at -1.
2 -1 on Indrasta.
Yep.
She's like a 3 plus save. 4 plus. She fails them both.
Just 1 damage.
4 plus ward. It takes 1 wound.
And then 3 attacks from the just normal choppers. Only hit once. Doesn't do anything.
the big question is: did you manage to finish the paint job on Kragnos, Dave?
I did. I'm still noticing a couple of little details. I tell you what, I love contrast, but with him having so many little spiky bits, the contrast sometimes doesn't like that. So I keep finding little errors here and there, but no, he's pretty much there.
Cool. So he's going to pile in. He's going to go with his attack. So that's all your stuff fought now, isn't it, Dave?
No, just got 1 brute.
Oh yeah, 1 brute.
You've already fought with those,
them,
yeah.
So we've got the Lord Imperatant. He gets 4 attacks. He is going to He's going to all that attack. So he's hitting on 2s. Still misses one. And he is wounding on 3s with his Warhammer. 2 at -1, Dave.
2 at -1, so 5 plus saves.
Oh!
That's the boof.
And then the Gryph-hound does hit. Wounds on 3s. 4, sorry. 1 wound with the Gryph-hound, no rends.
4 plus.
You failed it, you take 1 damage.
But can I shrug it on a ward save? Yes, I can.
Oh!
You can't
close.
get that dagger in his...
So
in his,
close.
in his,
Shut up, and chink in his arm.
Yeah. Okay, your last guy to fight
So
then.
what we try to do there, because we've had a few people join since we went over the armless, you've got an artifact, haven't you?
Yeah, so basically he's got an artifact where if he wounds someone, they take a wound end of every turn. So that'll be each player turn.
So 2 wounds every battle round, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can't get rid of it.
No. Shame you can't throw it across the board turn 1.
Yeah.
So the boss, with his boss claw, is going to fight your Annihilators. He gets 4 attacks. He's hitting on 4s. You've not... you've got a wound characteristic 3, haven't you?
Mhm.
So I'm not +1 to hit you. So 4s. So 2 hits. They're wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -1.
3 plus save. Yeah.
Is
I think.
okay. Cool.
Cool. Okay, that's all your stuff for.
Yep. Then you've just got the
And that
2
Annihilator.
owing him as well.
So the Annihilator's going to go in. Obviously, I did the ability to give him +1 attack, which is a bit redundant now, but he's the champion, so he gets 4 attacks anyway. An additional attack gives him 5. It's a shame
Still
that
does
all
quite a bit of
kinds
damage.
well, probably not enough to kill Kragnos, but we'll see. Hitting on 3s. So 3 hits. They are wounding on 3s. 1 at -1, Dave.
So 3 plus save.
That's
Failed
2
it.
damage.
6 wounds taken on Kragnos.
6 wounds taken. That's not bad. I'm quite happy with that. Third of the way there, isn't it? Next up, we'll go with the Vindictors. May as well just keep poking, haven't they? So the Vindictors will get... there's only 3 of them left. Champion's still there. So that's 7 attacks. They are hitting on 3s, only 6 as a mortal wound. How many wounds have you got left out of interest?
He's taken 9.
Taken that. So
This
you've
is
got
into
quite a lot.
the
That's
Mega Boss
19
on War
wounds,
Crusher.
yeah.
So you take a mortal wound, Dave.
Just 1. So I got 5 plus ward save against that. Nope, he has taken it. So 10 taken now.
And then wounded on 3s. Another 2 at -1, Dave.
So 5 plus. Nope. 2.
1 damage each.
So 5 plus 2 ignore them both.
He's a pain, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then finally, we've got the Vindictors. So they're going to pile in. And that's a lot of attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17 attacks. 10, 15, 17. Again, same again, hitting on 3s, only 6 do mortal wounds. Have we got any 6? I can't see any 6s. Oh, we've got 2 6s.
2 6s.
Ooh, who is that subscribing?
Dreadmani54, thank you for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the battle report.
I've got the old style wound dice. It's really annoying trying to find where the numbers are.
Ooh, have they killed one? That's good.
Yeah, he had 1 wound left. So
And then wounded on 3s. That's not bad. That is 6 saves to make it -1, Dave.
4, 6. Pretty sure these have got a 4 plus save. -1.
Yep.
Oh, that's really good. Only 2.
2, I'll take that.
So he's now taken 3 wounds.
Awesome. And I think that is everything for it now, isn't it?
So it's the end of the phase. So Kragnos does his thing.
You do it now. That's gone up a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
He's not been bracketed
no,
yet.
he's not been bracketed. So it's still on a 5 plus.
So, the guy there.
Let's finish him off, shall we? 5 plus.
Nope.
Bugger.
My guys.
5 plus. Yes.
How many mortal wounds?
D3 mortal wounds.
3 more wounds.
Shrug 1 6s. No. So that 2 kills him, and then 1 goes on him. He's going to do his arcing lightning onto them. Each 6 does a mortal wounds. Nope. So then we see if he is hit by the bellow. Which
Yes.
he is.
D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. He's got 1 wound left. Ow, boss. And the shaman, I guess. No, he's okay. The guy I wanted to die is still alive, which is very annoying.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The one annihilator here.
Keeping him in combat.
Yeah.
Now, you do have this objective though, Dave.
Yeah.
So you've taken control of that. Whack a green dice on that one.
Yeah, interestingly.
Well, we'll move this one.
Yeah. Well, no, because she's only worth 2. But if they run away, then I control it.
Yeah,
It's really down to whether they pass battle shot.
Yeah. So they have a bravery of 5 and they've lost 2.
Yep. So you're fine.
I'm fine. Cool.
So my guys are bravery 7. Lost. They both lost 2 this turn. They have, haven't they?
Yeah.
So really.
Bravery 7 is not that much, is
It's
it?
not,
really?
no. It's not. Bravery 7. So let's see. This guy here is fine. The other guy runs away.
And then I've got that brute actually. He's lost 4 of his pals.
So I think he is, Dave. He'll have +1 bravery from Kragnos.
Yeah.
And I think as well. No, that's
No, it's just one.
Just that.
So he's lost all
Let's
his
roll and
mates.
see what he gets. If we roll high, he's gone, hasn't he?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's okay with the +1 from Kragnos.
Right. What are the Gorgrunters bravery?
They should be fine. They are bravery 6.
So lost 1.
Lost 1. No, they're okay.
Cool.
You summon some demons instead.
So that was a brutal turn, wasn't it? There's
Yeah.
an awful lot dead on the board.
And this guy is still alive.
This guy is still alive.
The Mega Boss on Warcrush,
Yeah.
just off shot there.
Cool. So, points, Dave. Did you achieve your thing?
Achieve my battle tactic.
Did you? Oh, he is just. Because if he'd have died, they wouldn't have been within range of enemy models.
That's absolutely true, yeah. But as it is, I'm lucky.
So you've got another 5 points there, I think, Dave.
Cool.
Putting you on a mighty 10. So, yeah, storming ahead. I need to try and do something about this now. Unfortunately, I've got distracted by a Maw Crusher. But there's things I can do. So, going into my turn 2, I need to pick a battle plan. Because, well... Slay the Warlord. I'm not going to slay Warlord. Destroy a battle line unit. Is that a battle line unit?
That's a battle line unit.
That is a battle line unit. Interesting. And they're battle line as well, aren't they? Okay. Probably can't do that this turn, though. He is your Warlord, isn't he, Dave?
He is my warlord.
So I could slay the Warlord, maybe, but...
He killed a model, so he's actually gained an attack, and he's
And a
also
wound.
gained a wound. So he's got, he's now got 20 wounds in total, so he's 10 wounds left.
10 wounds left, okay.
He's not killed a great deal, but he's held Matt up.
He's been surprisingly tanky, hasn't he? Yeah, but Matt has only had 2 turns to fight him. We're
Well,
in
that's
turn
true,
2,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that's 3 combat phases.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to be pretty happy that you've got rid of a big chunk of the heavy hitters and the fulminators and the annihilators.
Yeah, in the
Although,
middle.
Matt, you can bring some stuff back, can't you?
You not much. I can bring 1 model back in each unit.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think I can do a last ditch kind of one to get some points. I'm going to go for aggressive expansion.
Taking 2 objectives off me.
Take 2 objectives that aren't in my territory. I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to pick this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, heroic ability. Indrasta.
Get your command points first.
Yeah,
Command points, we get a command point. Indrasta is going to heal herself. She does.
I think I'm going to do the same
Okay.
on the Maw Crusher. Yeah, he's healed D3, isn't it?
Yep, if you're under his bravery, it's
So he's healed 3. So he's only taken 7 wounds on there now.
Okay, then every Stormcast unit within 12 inches gains back a model, which includes this unit down here. You've got, he's worth 5 models, he's worth 1, they're worth 2 each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine, we can do this. We can do this, Dave.
Do this.
So what we're going to do is cast some spells, I believe. I am going to give the Annihilators +1 to cast, +1 to wound. Good for the 9.
That's from this lady here, isn't it?
Yep.
18 inches.
30 inches.
30, oh yeah, I'm going to try and stop that.
You stop on a 10. So they've not got +1 to wound. That was just to give you something to worry about, really. Movement phase. What we're going to do is she's going to run. He's going to move.
It's very tense. Very tense.
Well, you've run out of command points, haven't you? You've only got
No,
one
I've
command
got
point.
one command point.
Yeah, so it's tricky because you've got obviously you want to be thinking about inspiring presence with that, or the stopping battle.
These
shot.
guys are retreating.
All out attack, all out defense. Who do you use it on? Redeploy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need a total eclipse spell, is what you need, Dave.
Is exactly what I need. Yeah. I mean, with over there, I was tempted to keep the Gorgrunters there and not charge, but then I thought with the amount of models that are there, they could just walk onto the objective. So at least by charging them, I've made it a little bit more trickier for them to get it.
Should be just outside.
Does he have to be within range of 2 models?
He dies, worst case.
Mm.
In fact, can I get him to move them there? They're within range.
Yeah,
they're within
that
range.
should be
I could
alright.
fiddle them round, couldn't I?
Yeah.
You're a bit. If you've got anything that can remove a model, they're a bit fragile there. But
Yeah, I don't. Not in this list.
key thing was just getting enough guys there to take the objective off you until you turn around and kill them. So put that there. This I can't really do anything about.
Yeah, Kragnos is a bit of a problem there.
And he does more wounds to everything within 6 inches.
Yeah. So she's fine.
But your guys could die.
Yeah. He's really fun. I wanted to bring him on the stream today, but I think I've been playing with other lists, like other Iron Jaws lists, other Big War lists, where Kragnos isn't involved, and some of them are really fun. Especially Big War, when you add some of the Cruel Boy stuff, like the
Dave.
Marsh Crawler that does +1 to hit for all friendly units. Gordrak in a Big War can issue like all out attack to 3 friendly units or all out defense.
Yep.
So it's really good.
Yeah, they're retreating. I wonder, Dave. I wonder. No, I think that's it. That's all my movement. Shooting phase. We've only really got the guy in Andrastra, haven't we?
Yeah.
So Andrastra's going to throw her spear at the. I haven't picked battle tactic, have I? Yes, I have to take the 2 objectives. She's going to throw a spear at. You've got 10 wounds left.
No, I've healed 3, haven't
You've
I?
got 11
So I've
wounds left,
got.
have you? You
No.
haven't healed 3. You've healed 3 and you've gained an additional.
So I've
wound.
got 13 wounds now to chew through.
13 wounds is a lot of wounds to chew through. To make this easy, she's going to throw a spear at them.
Yeah.
Hitting on a 2. She hits. Wounding on a 2. She does not wound. That spear.
Do you know, for any regular listeners and watchers of our content, you know what this spear attack reminds me of? Your Gaunt Summoner.
Yeah, but he
and
wounds
his
on a 4,
spear.
Dave, not a 2.
I know.
The
But
baton into the Maw Crusher. 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound at -1, Dave, on the Maw Crusher.
5+. He's okay.
He's fine. He's loving it. Okay. That's it for shooting.
So we've gone past the phases now. So I'm going to jump in and say to Dave, why didn't you think about redeploying the Gorgrunters?
Because I've got other plans for that command ability, I'm afraid.
But you could have kept your objective and stopped denied Matt a battle tactic.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, could have done
This
that.
is just the other thing you've got to think about in match play, innit?
Yeah.
Not objective battle tactics.
I'm getting a bit thin on the ground now, so it's just tricksy ones where I can get them.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to say anything while you were playing.
No, absolutely. I think, I mean, we've played a few games of 3rd edition now, but it's still getting used to like redeploys and
Redeploy.
stuff.
I always forget about redeploy. In the battle we had yesterday, Matt, I forgot about redeploy.
Yeah.
Matt does a really good job of remembering it all the time. He's used it already once in this battle.
Yeah.
You could have used it there to deny
Yeah.
Matt a battle tactic. I think redeploy is...
Redeploy. Put the Dracoths in charge range, which they wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
charge.
Don't forget about redeploy.
Yeah.
Don't forget about redeploy.
It's important. So, charge phase. My one thing that hasn't fallen back is going to charge.
What's
Okay.
this, Matt, so we can see who's
This
charging?
is the Vexilla. 7 inches. Just, again, to get more bodies on
Yeah, that
objectives.
objective, yeah.
So whatever happens there, really, I think I've got enough bodies nearby to have it.
Yeah.
So he's charging. It's a shame her spell didn't go off, so I had to fall back with those.
Yeah.
And then you've got choices then on where to go.
You might get the double turn, so you might get another opportunity to get it off.
Yeah, and I didn't need to kill. I don't necessarily need to kill.
No, you
Fred
don't.
Boss. So into the combat phase, what we're going to do is see Indrasta. Like you say, Jake, Indrasta doesn't do a great deal of damage, really.
She's got those 4 attacks, 3 damage each isn't it, on attacks, but you've got to hit with him, you've got to win with him. But she's so tanky. Potential 2+ save, 4+ armor. She's bringing models back every turn.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not a slouch in combat by any stretch. You've been a bit unlucky with your dice rolls, and Dave's been very good with his ward saves actually on the War Crusher.
He has been, yeah.
But yeah, I think really the annoying thing about Indrasta is the fact that she's bringing Annihilators back every turn, and you just can't kill her.
We're going to go with...
It's funny, a lot of people, I mean, I've had to use a relic to do this, but a lot of people are really unhappy that the Maw Crusher was only on a 4+ save now. With this build, which was the more popular of the builds, we see Games Workshop do this, don't we? Like, you see something's not being used, so they try and debuff one and,
the
buff the other.
Look at the Fulminator,
Yeah.
they've been really good.
But with that relic and with All Out Defense, he's
All that
managed
defense,
to...
Mystic Shield, that relic,
Yeah.
you can get him down to a 2+.
3+. You can't ever be a
no.
2+. It's only the other build you get to a 2+.
Indrasta's going into the Maw Crusher.
Okay.
You know what? She's going to all that attack it. It goes across the table, Jay. It's fine.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. So all that attack, she's hit with 3. She's wounding with 2s. She's wounded with 2. -2 rend.
Okay, so that takes me to a 6+ save. No.
6 damage.
So 2.
Oh, there we go then.
4,
She's just done a bit of damage.
6.
Yeah, you're right, Drink 101. She's a carpet, yeah.
I've taken 2.
As is this Maw Crusher.
Yeah. I mean, she's a tar, but the thing is the longer she's on the board, she's bringing models back every turn.
That's really
the
what she's
annoying
there
She's
for.
thing.
gaining
She's
the
quite
points,
happy.
isn't she?
Yeah.
Killing stuff.
Okay, so you've gone with Indrasta. So I've got a choice of the Maw Crusher, Iron Skulls Boys, and that's it, isn't it?
Yep.
So we're going to go with the Maw Crusher. And I think he's going to try and finish off these Vindictors.
Finish off the Vindictors. Okay.
So he's now up to 11 attacks with his main weapon. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm tempted to all out attack.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah, Remote Joe, he is. And Dave, the Maw Crusher's doing a solid job in this game, to be fair. He's quite evenly matched against Indrasta there.
Wounded on 3s.
Well, you might kill the Vindictors here, Dave.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 at -1.
9 -1 gives them a 4+ save. They save a few of them. That's 3 that goes through. How much damage are
2
they?
damage each.
So 6s to ignore. They ignore 3 of them. So that is that wounded guy and that guy. That's 2 dead. That is 6 dice back to you doing mortal wounds. You don't take any mortal wounds.
Annoyingly, I'm just for that flipping 10 wound ability is crazy. So just 5 attacks with his
Have you done
fists.
your Monstrous Rampage yet?
You haven't done your Monster Rampage, Dave. What Monster Rampage would you have wanted to do on him?
Probably just stomp.
So do you want to do a stomp roll? Would you roll this, see if you kill him?
Okay, no, because then it would be cheating.
Yeah, well, let's see if you kill him with that roll anyway.
Well, I roll. Okay. Okay, so so this is Mighty Fist.
You would have put it on them anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so it'd be,
So if they're still alive after this, you just stomp on them.
So I've hit you 4 times.
Yep.
I've wounded you 3 times at -2.
So 5 loss. They save 1.
3 damage each.
3 damage each. 6s. Saves 2 of them, but it kills the last 2 Stormcast. They do 6 dice back to you. That is no more wounds. You have killed them, and you've killed a predator with a predator. That's worth another point.
Yeah. And like I say, I would have stomped them.
He gets that point now, do you know?
So at the end of the turn, technically, but we'll just remember that. He gets another point for that. In fact, this is my turn, so he doesn't get anything.
Oh, is it only in his turn he gets that?
Only in his turn.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because in your turn, you get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're dead. Cool. Next, we'll go with the Night Vexilla into, what are they called? Iron Skull's Boys.
Iron Skull's Boys.
So 4 attacks. We are hitting on 3s. That's a terrible roll. And wounding on 3s. Yep, -1, 2 damage.
-1, 5+. He's okay.
Fine, cool.
So we will go with Iron Skull's Boys.
Yep.
Rob270779 says I could do a max 5 and 6 rolls on my reanimate rolls right now.
Yeah.
And no doubt on my Cruel Boys more. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, it's a good. I'm going to watch these rolls in slow motion. See if there's a trick.
It's 6s. He does it with orcs when he's shooting. I can vouch for that as well.
Yeah.
So the boss chopper is going to go onto your Night Vexilla.
Yep.
And this guy, because he's just going to put his 3 attacks into his.
Alright, splitting the attacks, interesting.
Well, he's
You're within an inch, you can reach him. You can reach that guy if you want to put them both in there.
So what are you thinking, Dave?
Yeah, we'll put them both into there. So we'll do the. In fact, I think these are the same profile.
So these are your Iron Skulls Boys into the
Yeah.
Night Vexilla.
Yeah, they're the same profile, so I'll just roll them all at once.
Yeah, a lot of attacks there, Dave.
5 from the boss, 3 from the other guy.
Crazy.
So that is 2, 4, 5 at -1.
4 plus save. Makes 1 of them. How much damage?
Just 1 damage each.
Ignore them on 6s. Nope, he takes 4 damage.
That was a surprising bit of combat from those 2 guys there, Dave.
Cool.
Do you know, these are the Iron Tools Boys. I thought they were quite handy for the points fly anyway. They're actually the only hard boys now. They've got a -1 rend. Because obviously now normal hard boys don't have any rend.
So now the Lord Imperator into the Maw Crusher.
Will he finally get that dagger?
Oh, so 3s. No, he fluffs everything.
Yeah.
And he wounds on 3s. No, the Griffhound, worst general ever. He's fired up for this game. Griffhound. Well, the Griffhound can hit, and he's wounding on 4s.
Quick, give the Griffhound the dagger.
He's got it, hasn't he?
Well, technically, it's the model. No, it would be on his weapon roll.
Would
I
it?
think.
No, okay.
So 2, no rend.
So 4 plus
2 wounds.
2 plus 4, 2 ward saves. No, he's done it.
Let me just double check that. I've got a feeling it'll be just his weapon.
While you're double checking that, we've got a question from Morton Joe, Dave. The Cruel Boys, how does the mortal wounds on 6s interact with the massive warbow? The 6s to hit on the massive warbow.
Exactly the same. So for the big Cruel Boy's bow, you work out what the damage is first, and if it rolls on a 6, it does that much damage. Yeah, it is just his weapon, unfortunately. Not the Griffhound's. Obsidian-lined beak. We'll just cause some wounds on him, that's fine. That's insult to injury.
You're wounded in the turn 4 or 5, you know.
What is good, however, is though I have taken control of this objective.
So we're getting ahead. We got any battle shock first?
Battle shock. I don't believe we have.
No.
Because they're dead. They're not going to take it.
No.
Everything else has fallen back. So I've got 1 objective. I've got 2 objectives. I've got more objectives than Dave. And I've completed my battle tactic for 5 points.
Yep, so that's 5 points for Matt.
So I'm a few points behind.
But you could double turn.
Could double turn, yeah. Yeah, could do. So, and whoever wins this roll off, the person who goes second removes an objective from the battlefield as well.
This guy's killed another model, so he's now got an extra 3 attacks and an extra wound.
Yep.
Yep.
We ready for the roll off for turn 3? 3.
3.
So
It'd be
you get to
me.
take the choice, Dave.
I will go.
You'll go. Cool. I'm going to remove this objective.
Okay. I'll have my dice.
So you remove the middle objective. So now, Matt, you're holding now all the objectives, aren't you? There's only 3 on the board, 2 left on the board. Okay.
Okay, so
What's your battle
tactic. Let's have.
Yes, Immortal Joe. It is gross, but I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing Dave bring a Cool Boys army to a battle report. Actually, so I want to see how all these mortal wounds, and especially, I mean, the guys with the bows look brilliant, don't they? Like one of the strongest units in that book, I think, for the Cool Boys faction.
Yeah.
And like, can you make an entirely ranged Cruel Boys army?
You can make an entirely. If you get big yellows, you can take the standard bolt guys as battle line.
Yeah,
You can, yeah. Could I borrow that battle tactic?
Oh, you can indeed.
There's not any on the Angels ones, which are... There's one way you can delete a battle line unit, but you've only got the guys over there, so I don't think we'll be taking those out. Pick one enemy monster, you've got no monsters.
Yeah, so this is saying it. We're thinking about what order do you...
I'm going to do... Pick one monster from Saturn Army Battlefield, completely satisfied that monster is contesting an objective marker that you control at the end of this turn. And it's not contested. I'm going to do Monstrous Takeover.
You can't do that one because you don't control any objectives.
If he takes the objective, he can.
This is one you...
You complete this battle if that monster is contesting an objective marker that you control at the end of this turn.
doesn't control any
And that objective marker
At the end of the turn.
at the end of the turn.
If the monster's contesting one that he controls at the end of the turn, he gets it.
Okay.
And Matt can't be holding
It will
an
a monster.
objective, but you don't have monsters anyway. So, cool.
Do you have to pick which monster, or is it just if a monster?
I have to pick one, so I'm going to be picking because it's going to take way too long to get over there. So I'm going to pick Kragnos.
Okay.
So
you need to take an objective with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Heroic actions.
Yep.
I think I'm going to heal.
Okay.
Yep. So it's D3.
So you're healing your Maw Crusher.
3. So he's 8 wounds. And he just keeps on ticking.
Human Vexilla. 8, I believe that is too high. No, he's bravery, so he restores 1.
Cool.
So he's only taking 3 now.
Cool. Other things to do in the hero phase. This guy is going to cast...
So your Shaman.
My Shaman is going to cast the Big Green Hand of Gork.
Okay, that moves something, does it?
On the Brute.
Okay.
Don't believe that's gone off. I think it's a really high cast. It's like 8.
And what would that do? Let him go down here?
It would basically teleport him. So the idea was casting value of 7. So it didn't go. The idea was if it had gone off to give the Gorgrunters a hand over there.
Okay.
But as it was, so that's him finished. Nothing else to do in the hero phase.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
If you finished, I'm going to do reinforce on them.
Cool.
So each 6, I get a model back. Yeah,
Oh!
I get a Stormcast back.
Cool. I will movement phase. So
Don't forget, you can't get within
Yeah.
3 of him.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to here.
Okay, I'm going to do my free command action from him to put a redeploy on them.
Yep.
4 inches.
So this is the Annihilators are being redeployed now.
Okay.
Cool. We're then going to. I mean, at this point, you might as well start coming over here.
So you move your Shaman forward.
Brute's gonna run.
6, 4, 5, 6. Brute's going to run an inch.
I'm coming, lads.
He's a battle line choice.
He's a battle line choice.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, that is everything movement wise. So shooting, we're gonna shoot your lord.
My lord, how rude.
This dude here.
Yep.
So the Maw Crusher's going to shoot the Lord Imperant, is he? Or
Imperator.
Yeah.
Imperator.
Hitting on freeze. Wounding on freeze. 2 wounds at -1.
4 plus save. Makes 1 of them. How much damage?
What? Just 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage goes through.
We are now going to charge.
Okay, who's charging?
We're going to charge with... I didn't move the Gorgrunters.
Where would they like to move to?
They're just going to come back. I've got a green thing, doofer, 3-inch thing somewhere, but it's disappeared.
Who's on them?
Yeah,
Where
thank
can
you.
we go?
Much appreciated, Matt. I mean, actually, I might charge with them thinking about it.
They've got that objective now, I guess.
No, because I've got more wounds.
Yeah, so I think
Because I brought a guy back.
Yeah,
That's why I had to do the thingy. Then whatever happened there, even if the other guy, I still got it on
So I think I might as well charge with them. I think I'm going to charge with them.
You charge with them?
Yeah. So as they complete each charge, so the first
where
one
are they
goes
charging
in,
to first?
they're going to charge into the front.
Okay.
So I have to do this one at a time for some reason. So on a 4+, nope, and then the next one goes in. Yeah, that's done one more wound.
Just one more wound.
Yeah.
They might not be wholly within 12 of that anymore. Yeah, they are easy. So 6 to ignore. Yeah, ignores it.
Okay, we're going to charge with Kragnos. This is quite an important charge.
Is it a critical charge, Dave?
It's a bit of a critical charge because I'm going to say this now. I want to be in that gap there
You want to be in that gap?
because I want to be taking out all 3 of these.
Okay. 6 inches.
6 inches.
You get your pile in as well.
Yeah. I'm just going to move that dice. So move to that. And then when he piles in, he'll be able to swing into that banner.
Cool.
Anything else to
You've
charge?
completed the charge, Dave. After this moment, it's charge move. Roll the dice for any unit. So on a 2+, that unit suffers D6 mortal wounds.
So Annihilators. Yep.
A 3+ was it?
2+.
2+. 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. D6 mortal wounds.
D6 mortal wounds, yeah.
6 is to ignore. Nope. So 2 kills him. And 1 goes on him. And I roll 4 dice. Each 6 doing a mortal wound to you. You take another mortal wound.
That's how you're damaging Kragnos. It's the
Yeah.
best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it within an inch, Jay?
Within 1 inch, yeah.
Within
He
1
isn't.
inch. He isn't. So that's it.
So then at the end of the charge phase, Dave, he does his Bellow Rage.
Yeah. So he's now taken 7. So I believe that takes him
No,
up
you've
to
not
his...
bracketed him.
Is it not
No,
7?
9 wounds you have to do to him to bracket him. He's got a very good damage
Your
table.
Maw Crusher is now in range of that Bellow of Rage as well.
But he's not going to do any damage to him, Matt. Don't panic. It's fine. It's fine. So 5+ on your Annihilator.
Nope.
Nope.
Caster.
Caster.
Yeah.
Yes.
D3 is it?
3 mortal wounds.
So 6 is to ignore. Nope. So she's taken 4. She's not scared.
How many wounds? She got 5.
6.
6.
Banner.
Banner.
Nope.
No.
You
My
guys.
boys.
Yep.
Yes.
1 more.
1 mortal wound. So
They get a 6+ save, Dave.
Yeah, they get 6+ ward save. Put 1
Immortan Joe's giving you his power, Dave.
Indrasta.
Indrasta. No. My Maw Crusher. No. See, I told you. It's
all
fine.
good. It's all good.
That's all those charges then. So we're going to do a monstrous rampage.
Yep.
We're going to
Kragnos can't because he's immune to him.
We're gonna stomp on your Lord and thingy.
We're stomping on the Lord Imperative.
Yeah. So on a 2+, he's
Yep.
done it. D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Ignore him on 6s. Nope. So he takes 2. Do you not do extra bonus ones?
No, because she's still alive and she's bracketing
amazing.
my.
Well, that's good.
Because he's on 18 wounds at the moment. Which
On that note, Kragnos has also taken 10 additional. Oh no, you're not within 3, are you? Nearly.
nearly. You will be in a minute, unfortunately.
Doesn't
Okay.
really affect him though, Dave, does it? It's just his hooves go down
Yeah.
to...
So we will go with Kragnos first. That's the important one. But you can't fall back anyway. I'm not bothered at this point if Iron Skull's boys die.
How many wounds has Kragnos taken?
7.
Okay.
7.
He's going to go first.
Cragnos is going first.
He's going to go first. He's going to pile in. Oops. It's because he's retaining.
That will bring him within 3 inches of him drastic.
That's fine.
Well, you don't need. He's got a reach, Dave, of 3 inches.
Oh, so he wouldn't need to do that. He's going to stay there.
Who do you want to fight, Dave?
Both of these.
Yeah.
His Dread Mace has a range of 3. His Tuskbreaker and Hooves only have a range of 1.
Yeah. The Dread Mace is going to go on this Annihilator. The Tuskbreaker and the Hooves are going to go on this guy. I'm going to spend a command point for... This is complete overkill.
Okay.
But...
Bear in mind I've got my turn to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not re-rolling hits because there's no dragons
No.
nearby.
So, 6 attacks from... So, Mace on him, everything else on that
So
guy.
Mace on the who, Dave?
Mace on the Annihilator.
Alright.
Absolutely going to smash this
Hit
guy
on
into the
2.
ground.
See, you've probably killed this guy, Dave. Let's roll a load of ones.
Roll the 1. And 2s.
2 to wound.
Yeah.
So 4.
So 4 at -3.
So 5 to save. Saves 1 of them. How much damage are they?
4 each.
4 each. This is fine. He can make like 12 saves. So 12
You've been
6
spiking your
pluses.
saves, so that's why I was being a bit cautious.
I need 11 6 pluses. Nice, dead. He rolls 4 dice. Each 6 does more wound to you. You take 2 mortal wounds.
Which is going to trigger your
At the end of the at the end of the phase.
another bellow of rage.
At the end of the phase, so
At the end,
everyone else gets to fight
It is
first.
at the end of the phase, yeah.
So then he's going to go with Tuskbreaker next. So 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. Ooh, just 1, and that's at -2.
So 5 plus. Nope.
D3 damage.
2 damage. Ignoring the 6s. 1.
Yep.
So you're taking 4.
And then I'm still just. Oh no, I'm within Indrasta now, aren't I?
You didn't pile in, did you?
No, I didn't. So yeah, I'm outside of 3. So that's
How
6.
many wounds has he taken now with those additional mortal wounds?
He's taken 9, so he's
he's
just
still
hanging
okay.
on
Yeah.
to his bottom.
He's
top
got a
bracket.
really, really good damage table. Half
So-
damage before he starts degrading.
2s. 2s. So that's 5 at -1.
5 4 plus saves. Makes 4 of them. How much damage is that?
2 damage.
2 damage, ignores my 6s. Yep, he's got 1 wound left.
Ah, right. Cool.
Oh no, he's dead, sorry, he's only got 6 wounds, he's dead.
Ah, cool.
I roll, has he got Thunderstrike armour? He has got Thunderstrike armour. I roll 7 dice, each 6 does a mortal wound to you.
Yeah, because he had 1, yeah.
He does 2 mortal wounds to you as he departs.
So 11 wounds taken on Kragnos.
He is bracketed.
11 wounds on Kragnos.
He's worth 5 models. So I think you've got that objective comfortably, Dave.
Yeah. Your choice.
Obviously these guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's kill these fellas.
Yeah, it puzzled me why you charged these guys, Dave.
Because I didn't have the objective, and if Matt fluffs and I managed to, I don't know.
Because I thought you were going to be going first with Kragnos anyway. These guys just don't have the damage output to get through Stormcast armour, and there's 10 of them there.
Didn't do too
No.
bad in the last.
I think we killed one.
And where we got? We've got 9 guys left. There's 19 dice.
I mean, the only good thing is that if they do die here, it's a battle line dead that Matt can't kill to claim a battle tactic in his turn.
Yeah. But there's a battle line there
Yeah.
I could maybe kill. So these are. You know what?
These
are
are all
all that
attacking.
attack because they may as well. So we're hitting on 2s.
Tasty 6s from mortal wounds.
Yep. So that is 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds, so that's 3, 4, 5. That's that guy did.
And then we
Sometimes when you're all Jay, you just want to charge
I know,
things.
you see the red minute. Yeah, I mean, you've got. There's a lot more to think
You've
about this
got-
turn, so.
11 saves to make it -1, Dave.
Because these guys only got the red -1, and that's the problem, really. And even models you do kill, you're going to be taking splash damage back from mortal wounds.
Failed. Yeah, they're dead. He's dead. Yeah, okay. Well, my idea was maybe to survive that.
The plan was to survive.
The plan was to survive.
You could have
Is
survived
any?
it if you didn't charge in.
Yeah. So that makes my decision a lot easier what I'll go with next. It's going to be the Maw Crusher.
Mega Boss on Maw Crusher.
He's going to put... So this guy's got another 4 wounds left, has he?
He's got 4 wounds left in that imperative.
And you've got to be careful here, Dave, because that's your Warlord, is it, Matt?
That is my Warlord.
Yeah, so if you kill him now,
Yeah,
you
don't
can't
get the
get that
opportunity.
battle tactic next turn. But obviously,
There is another battle tactic
Yeah.
that I've got my eye on, so
But I mean,
that's not too much
it's
of it.
interactions like that as well, you know, because I mean, you might want to kill him, he might be a thorn in your side, but Matt is then thinking, well, hang on, he might avoid attacking him because he's going to forfeit a battle tactic. So it's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to put...
This is turn 3 as well, so we've got 2
Yeah.
more turns left.
Yeah. He's going to put his main weapons on this guy, and he's going to put his Mighty Fists on Indrasta.
Fist and Andrasto weapons
Yeah.
on the guy, okay. Do we need an all-out defence? I've got my turn coming. No, I'm not going to use all-out defence.
Okay. 11 attacks on the Lord Imperatant.
Yep.
Hitting on freeze. Wound on freeze. So that's 3, 6, 7 at minus...
Do that, Dave.
Oh, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6 at minus 1.
6 at minus 1, so 6 4 plus saves. He fails 3 of them. How much damage are they?
2 damage each.
Ignore my 6s. I'm hoping he dies here. He does. He just dies.
Okay.
So he's in Thunderstrike armour, so that's 8 dice back at you. Each 6 doing a mortal wound. Does a mortal wound to you.
Do I save
And
it?
that is my Warlord dead.
Nope. I do take that wound. He's back to 9 wounds taken. And then he's going to do his 5, 3, 4, 5 on Investor. Nothing.
Cool.
Nothing
Right, how
like
many
that.
wounds has he got left? How many wounds has he taken?
He's taken 9.
And he's got the equivalent of 21.
21 wounds.
So a lot of wounds left. So she is going to hit Iron Skull's boys because she may as well. I don't think she's got a 3-inch reach on their weapon. So yeah, she'll hit Iron Skull's boys.
Before you,
Oh,
sorry, I
go
was
on.
going to say, I think I read in the latest errata that you pile in towards the closest model, and now they changed it recently because I know the Lumineth have got a cool interaction they can do with their foxes where you can sort of pin a unit in place because the 2 closest models are either side of them, so they can't go. But I'm pretty sure they changed in the latest errata to say that if you're in that situation where you're equidistant from 2 models, you can choose which one you want to pile
not
into.
obviously here I'm in base contact with both of them now. So if you're out here, you could choose which way to go. But here I'm in base contact. So,
So you can't leave base contact with the Mokras, because I think you
No.
could potentially swing Indrasta around to get an
yeah, I
attack
think
on
the
the
intent
Kratos.
is so that you're not pinned out here.
Right,
That's
okay.
a bit cheesy to go either way.
Okay.
So she's, what was that? Was that to wound or that was a hit?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 plus to wound. So 2 wounds at minus 2 on the boys.
So 6 plus saves.
That is 6 damage.
2, 4.
Now you want to roll these
6.
separately, Dave, because your champion has a 5+ ward.
Yeah, see, I know how that works in 40k,
Just
but Age of Sigmar.
roll them one at a time until you get to your.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Well, yeah, because you're allocating the wounds one at a time.
Okay, so 6 plus, he's dead, so then it, yeah, like you say, it goes to 5 then. No, he's dead as well.
Okay, cool. So, end of the turn.
Yep,
What you've completed your thingy.
yep.
You've taken an objective with a monster off me, so that is worth 2.
Yes. Is it worth an extra? No, yeah, that's right, yeah.
2.
You've got 1 objective, that's
Mhm.
worth 1. You don't have more than me,
No.
so you just get 3 that turn. So it's a bit of a tall order, but depending on battle tactics, I might be able to do something here.
Get your command points back.
There's not a lot left.
So I don't gain a command point because my general's dead.
Oh yeah.
I thought by now my general would be dead.
You get a command point.
Yeah, so I'm back up to 2.
Yeah, your Maw Crusher surprised me with how solid he's been over He has basically tanked a whole load of Stormcast and a load of characters over there, hasn't he?
He has.
He's done all right, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has surprised me. But Matt's got a couple of good options here for battle tactics.
Yeah, he has.
You're pretty much guaranteed a battle tactic, Matt, and you can grab that, aren't you?
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, it's going to be a long... Well, no, that's a 7-inch charge isn't too long. It's going to have to... I'm trying to find it. It's the one where you take down a battle line unit.
I know I've got one for Orruks. That's...
Broken ranks, yeah, pick a battle line unit. He is a battle line unit.
He is?
Yeah.
Obviously going to have to try and kill him
Yeah.
to get some points.
I think that's a good one, yeah.
And
that's what you got to be thinking about as an opponent, Dave, with weak units and battle line near units,
Yeah.
is to keep them
Yeah.
safe on that
Yeah.
one. Because I guess if you couldn't achieve that one, Matt, what other options did you really have this turn?
not a lot. I
No.
can't kill I can't kill a monster. I managed to tie up monsters, but I can't kill a monster.
Yeah.
I can potentially dance around now and...
I guess you would have had to go for Slay the Warlord, wouldn't you? And try and get rid of that Maw Crusher.
Yeah. How many wounds has Kragnos got left?
He's taken 11.
See, Kragnos is a possibility. I could potentially
So
kill
yeah,
Kragnos.
he's only got 7 wounds left.
I could potentially kill Kragnos. Okay. So, what we're going to do is... In the hero phase, she's going to cast Emerald Life Sword.
Oh, you've missed your hero actions.
Hero action, yeah.
Oh, heroic action, she's going to try and heal. Yep, she heals D3. Yep, she's back up to 1.
I am going to heal Kragnos.
You're going to heal Kragnos?
Yeah.
7. What's his bravery?
So his bravery 10, yeah.
So you get a D3 back.
Just 1.
Just 1.
So 10 wounds.
And then she's going to try and cast Emerald Life Swarm. Which she does on a 10.
I'm going to try and dispel it with the Shaman. Nope.
Okay. So, she's actually got a rule where predatory and the spells can't get within range of her. Which means I don't think she's going to be able to get the benefit of Emerald Life Swarm.
You can move it up.
Predatory and the spells cannot pass across or move within 3 inches.
Yeah.
And I think you have to pick a unit within 3 inches. But
You have to be a unit within 1.
she's just basically putting it there to keep Andrastra alive.
Clever.
So that's my spell, my one spell that I've got. I am going to... This is the end of turn 3, isn't it? So I am going to... I could do with making that charge. So I really want to keep hold of that command point to charge that guy. I've probably got him then got the battle tactic.
That you've got to just focus on killing the brute, haven't you, this turn?
Yeah.
And potentially keeping Andrastra alive if you can.
Yeah,
so that
I
you can slay
can
warlords.
do that. So she's movement phase. She's going to run like the clappers.
So this is your Knight Arcanum.
Yep, moves 3 inches. She is movement 5. She is legging it. Run away. Shooting phase. Andrastra is going to keep shooting the Maw Crusher.
You're not going to move your...
Oh yes, I am. Of course I am.
And when do I declare redeploy?
You do a redeploy when I end a movement within 9 inches of you.
Hey, well done, Dave. Even I'd forgotten about redeploy then.
Is he the champion?
He's the champion.
So he can issue it on himself.
Yeah.
Yep, he gets to move D6 inches. 3 inches.
This is not very orky at all.
It's the least orky thing I've ever seen, Dave.
Yeah.
10-inch charge. I can still make a 10-inch charge, Dave.
I couldn't.
I've got faith. Okay, shooting phase. Andrastra.
You couldn't, no.
I couldn't make a 10-inch charge.
No chance.
Andrastra is going to shoot.
That's why he thinks he's safe.
Andrastra shooting the Maw Crusher.
Yeah.
Hit you on a 2.
No, of course.
She wounds you on a 2. She wounds.
She's wounded.
Minus 2 rend.
I thought you were on the
So-
1, sorry, when I saw it.
6 to save.
D6 damage.
I saw it.
4 damage.
Great, that's good. Nice chunk of damage there.
Is it? Huzzah! Take 2 damage.
Okay, so he's starting to bleed now.
11 wounds taken.
10 left.
You're going to struggle to get him down, aren't you?
He's so tough to get
Yeah.
through. But we'll see how the turn goes. So that's the shooting phase. charge phase, it has to be that charge against your guy.
So this is the Vindicators, is it? Against the
Vindictors. Against the. So I need to get within an inch.
Really looking forward to when I paint my Vindictors. So I've got Vindictors for my Vindicators.
Yeah.
So
So a
that's not going to be
9-inch
confusing at all.
A 9-inch charge will get me within an inch, just. 9-inch with a reroll. I don't need the reroll.
9-inch charge.
Here we go.
9-inch charge.
Bane of my existence.
Oh,
That's got a
Oh.
9. Command point on themselves.
I'm sweating.
Oh, he's done it.
He's done it.
So he goes there. He's like just within an inch, but it's enough.
Yeah, the only good thing is, Dave, is that, mind you, get 3-inch paladin, don't you? So you're okay. I was going to say you're limited with the number of attacks coming your way, but probably not.
Okay.
More crushes. The brute's like, what? How did you do that?
And I'm going to go with Indrasta first because I may as well. Because if you kill one, I'll kill you.
Monstrous.
Monstrous Rampage. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so I will. I'll stomp.
Stomp me.
I'll stomp you. Yeah, I'll stomp you. Yeah, I'll stomp you. No, I won't stomp you. So for too long thinking about it.
So Indrasta goes first. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. She hits with 3. She is wounding on 2s. 3 wounds at -2.
3 wounds at -2. I've meant to shout all out defense. 6s. Nope.
That is 9 damage.
3.
Softening up to
6,
kill the warlord next turn, maybe.
9.
Assuming she isn't flattened by Kragnos.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds taken.
5 wounds taken. So what's that on now?
So that takes the 6. So I've taken 16, and I've got 21. So 5 wounds left.
Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. I like this. What are you fighting with next, Dave?
I'm gonna fight with our mate here.
All right. Okay, not the brute.
Yeah, because actually she's gone, hasn't she? So yeah, we will fight with the brute. Yeah, we'll fight.
Pile in.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, but you pile in to reduce the number of attacks going back your way.
Give it an eye pile.
Yeah, but he piles in.
Yeah, he does. But at the
Yeah,
moment,
but if you get
these guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 3 inches, Dave. You'll stop these guys.
You'll be very. Yeah, the fact that he's only got 1 wound left. I'm rolling way too many dice.
He's one guy.
There's only one guy.
One guy. That's 84
actually,
attacks.
I only added an extra 1. So he's hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Oh yeah. 50%. Freeze. He's wounded you twice.
What
It's
then?
-1.
4+. Saves one of them.
2 damage.
2 damage. Are they wholly within 12? They probably are there easily, aren't they? Yeah. So 2 damage.
2 damage.
6 is to ignore. Don't ignore. 1 dies. In fact, there's a wound there, so I'll take the spare banner. He's too far away to actually do any splash wounds to you. And I'll allocate it to 1 at the front just in case I don't kill you.
Cool.
Okay, cool. And then I pile in.
See, Dave, this is where you got to use every inch you've got.
But every single one of them can fight him because of the range of
16,
spears.
17 attacks.
Not necessarily. Not if you piled in towards one, you could have potentially avoided a few attacks. I'm not saying it's going to swing it in this case, but in other
In other
combat
cases,
situations,
yeah, absolutely.
3 to hit, 6 to do mortal wounds. He's dead.
He's dead.
No.
Matt hates those 6s to do more.
I do. I absolutely hate them. But they've done alright in this game, haven't they? Okay, cool. So, more Crusher.
So he's now got 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 3. He's just gaining attacks. Hitting on.
So this is the mega boss against Indrasta.
I'm going to all out attack.
Do you know what this is like? When we were playing Horus Heresy and a Primarch charges a Primarch in turn 1, and then we spend the entire game with each other.
All those ones.
3s.
All those 2s.
4 at -1.
4 minus 1, 4 plus save. She saves 3 then. How much damage is that?
2 damage.
Ignores them on 4s. She takes 1.
And then the Mighty Fists. Another one. Stop it. Freeze. 3 at -2.
5 plus save. She saves 2 of them. How
3
much damage is that?
damage.
3 damage. Ignores these on 4s. She takes another 3.
That 4 plus ward save is crazy good. Crazy good.
It is
Now,
crazy
The
good.
Orruk Warclans have ways around that, don't they, Matt?
They do,
Nasty
yeah.
Hex.
There's a few things that you can do. There's a spell in the Cruel Boys one that just turns off ward saves, and if you go for a Bone Splitter's army, there's a tribe where every model in your army ignores ward saves for the Savage Orruks. So yeah, I think that's the end of the turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have got one objective. I don't have more than you. I have completed my battle tactics, so I get 3 points. Putting me on what, 11, 13 at the end of turn 3? So this is that the end of turn 3?
That was the end of turn
So
3,
it's
yeah.
the roll off for turn 4,
Turn 4.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
5.
3.
3.
Can you go first or second?
Take it.
You'll take it, so I get 2 command points. I don't get a bonus one because my general
I get
stays.
2 because I've got my general still, somehow.
Yep, because my end of spell moves and heals her up D3.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in range of this controlling caster.
Nope, it is.
It is
Mouse
30
range.
inches, isn't it?
So she restores a wound from that.
Is it 30 inches?
No, I thought you had. Is it, oh, I can't remember.
Endless spells are a long range. It's like 30 inches,
Is it?
and then if you're
Right.
outside
Yeah.
that, then you're
Especially on the smaller board size, there's
Okay.
rarely going to be a situation
I thought it was
where
only
you lose
6 inches.
control.
Yeah, no, it's miles.
No,
so
okay.
she's healed a wound from that at the start of the turn.
Okay.
Battle tactic.
Battle tactic.
You mean you've not got much options yourself
No,
now
no.
because you've only got 3 units left.
Oh, there's some serious measuring going on here.
Kill a battle line. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Well.
Yeah, do it.
You got to think about other things.
I know he's sat on an objective, but I have got another Orruk who's going to leg it. But that was the one I was thinking of
Could get a
doing.
clean sweep here, turn
You've
4,
got, to think,
Jay.
you've got to think of redeploy, Dave.
Yeah.
So
How many
how many
units have
battle
you got
tactics? There's 8 battle tactics in the core rulebook plus
Yeah, so
6.
6 faction specific.
Okay, so yeah,
faction
so-
specific ones in the new Battletomes. I like they're not necessarily the easiest ones to get, but it gives you some more options.
It does, doesn't it? Especially late game, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But I am
Where's yours?
struggling myself.
Where's your territory?
My territory, so it is 9 inches away from the objective, so it's like that.
Okay. So the more crushers,
He's not wholly within my
he's not
territory.
wholly within it though, but he could pile in.
He'd
And
have
then
to
he
move a
wouldn't-
fair bit to
yeah,
get wholly
no,
within.
he's not going to get in there.
Can you not just retreat?
You can retreat. I guess the problem Dave's got now, he's got 3 models. 2 of them admittedly are very strong, but he's going to have to watch out for objectives, isn't he? Because if I can get one of those objectives, I can suddenly jump into the lead.
Yeah,
can't
you'll get the control. You'll get all 3 of them, wouldn't you? Controlling 2 and controlling more.
Yeah. I do like that one disappears at turn 3 as well.
Yeah.
You know, I don't actually think. I think I'm going to have to go for that battle line one.
Kill a battle line.
Can't you retreat with your more crusher into enemy territory, Dave?
Yeah, but the problem with that is I'm going to be leaving my objective
Why?
because Kragnos will have to get there. You have to
You
have
get
2.
two.
Oh, you have
units
to
and
two.
then
I have to have
Right,
2.
yeah,
You have to
2
have 2.
units. Yeah, okay, I understood.
So we are going to. We're going to go for the battle line one. So squish the puny gits.
No, right.
You can pick this battle tactic only if the model picked to be your general has the Ironjaw's keyword. At least one enemy battle unit on the
After he
battlefield.
tries that.
No enemy battle line. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's some sneaky stuff going
Maybe.
Yeah.
So first of all, we've got heroic actions.
So, I mean, you're
In fact, I'm just going to share this with the chat. I'm going to share this with the chat. So, which one was this? No, put it on the map. Put it on the main camera, Jay. Put it
on the main camera. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want Dave seeing this thing? So, when he does that, guys, I'm thinking we do.
I'm not going to look at the screen to keep it intense.
I think we do that to. He's wounded. Some of them will die. We know what happens there. I reckon they can do this. Anyway, that's my turn. Dave, you're going to kill a battle line unit, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to for my heroic action. I'm going to heal Kragnos.
Okay, yep. That is a 9.
That's okay. So
He's
He's
D3,
bravery 10, cool. So he gets 2 wounds
2
back.
wounds back.
I'm going to do the same on Indrasta. I don't know what bravery is. She is bravery 10, she only gets 1 back.
Okay.
Okay, anything else in the hero phase?
Yep. He's going to cast the Big Green Hand of Gork.
Big green hand of Gork, eh? What a thought.
You scuppering my plans.
You need to swallow some apricots there. You can read all that.
Okay,
I mean, it's obvious what I was going to do there.
are you finished in the hero phase?
I am finishing the hero
Okay,
phase.
I'm going to reinforce that unit. Rally. No. Worth a shot.
Why did you not do that? Why did you not teleport yourself? You annoying. Right.
So your command point's gone then?
I've got 1 left.
You only got 1 in this.
I've got 2 in a second.
You went of course in a second, yeah.
So, movement.
I was going to say, I thought you just
No, I've got a plan, I've got a plan, Jay.
Yeah.
It's all under control. This is tense with not many models left, isn't it?
You know what I'm going to
I
do?
think you've had a good turn 3 actually, Matt. Looking at the scores now, you've closed the gap, and I think Dave has to think very carefully.
I
about
gave this thing
giving
too much
points
attention
away.
early, and I should have just left it.
You could have just left Indrasta fighting that.
Yeah, well, she can just hold something for the
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
game,
Yeah,
can't
and then you would have had 10 of those guys to do something else with. But you don't know, do you? We weren't expecting. I was expecting the more Crushers to be dead.
I was hoping these to do the charge, because they can comfortably take out. We saw they can easily take out a unit of Gorgrunters. So, Dave, you committed to killing a battle line now as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should have just picked one that I couldn't have got and killed Indrasta. Because we've still got another turn.
It is, when the edition came out, we played a lot of Path to Glory, but it is an interesting mechanic.
what's the
with battle
score?
tactics.
The score is 13-11, so you're 2 in front. But Dave, thinking about it, there's a chance here that you're not going to get this battle line killing, right? And then you're going to be out of position.
If I kill her, that's from either of these guys. That's 2 points. I'll get Predator.
Yeah.
So I'll get 2 points.
And
You
then
get 1 point.
1 point for this objective. 1
Oh
point
yeah.
for
So
killing her.
you get a total of 2 points.
So I get 2
and then
points.
you could go for the enemy territory into
Exactly.
5. Yep.
So I think I'm going to do that actually, because I don't like my odds of making. He's just going to move within 3 inches of.
You want to get him as close round so that you can get him into enemy territory next
He's
turn.
got a 10-inch. Well, actually, he hasn't got a 10-inch move right now.
No, he'll be reduced soon, won't he, as well?
Okay, this guy is going to run.
Hang on. Hang on.
Thought she was there.
Yeah.
No.
What were you thinking, Matt?
I'm going to redeploy to just get her towards these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, shooting. We're going to shoot Indrasta.
Yep.
3 hits.
Yep.
1 wound, -1.
4 plus. Nope. How much damage?
1 damage.
4 plus ward. Yep, she makes it.
We will then go into the charge phase.
Yep.
And Cragmus is going to charge.
Charging
Douglas,
Indrasta?
You're charging Indrasta, okay.
So 4, 7.
Okay.
I've got to just touch that.
So, when you complete your charge, you do some hits, don't you?
I do. So, on a 2+, I'll do D6 mortal wounds to Indrasta.
Nope.
You.
How many wounds have you got left, Dave?
8.
Do I throw my spear at him?
With Unleash Hell?
With Unleash Hell, because you're about to target.
You're within 3 inches of the
I am
mark,
within
yeah.
3 inches, yeah, no I can't. Okay.
Okay.
That makes that easy then.
Yeah.
That
That would have been epic, though.
It would have been
would have
epic.
been epic. So now we do monstrous rampages,
Yep.
Well, you probably would have missed knowing Indrasta's not
Probably,
with a spear.
of which we will stomp to try and do some mortal wounds to you.
With who?
With the Maw Crusher.
Okay.
Yep, and he's done 2 mortal wounds.
He does them on 4s. 1. I don't think she's
So
taking 3.
3 wounds taken.
She's got a total of 8.
I'm so used to my wound
do we
dice.
just- oh, that's-
There,
that's
I've got
it.
it.
Cool.
And Cragmus is going to go first.
So what monstrous rampage is he doing?
You only get to do 1 monstrous rampage
Per monster.
per monster.
Must be
Yeah.
different now.
So he'll shut down your command abilities, he'll roar.
Okay, on a 3+.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really good.
And Kragnus is going to go first. Everything.
Okay, remember he counts as having suffered an extra 10 wounds.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's his hooves that.
Yeah. So this will mean
that.
he gets 3 attacks with his hooves, basically. But like you say, his damage table is fantastic.
He's on an all-out attack.
He's going to all-out attack. Okay.
So he's going to be hitting on 2s.
Yep. There's 2
Oh.
1s.
It's a good job he did that, though.
Yeah. He's at least wounded with all of them, so that's -3. 4 at -3.
6+. No. How much damage?
4 damage each. 4 damage each.
16 damage.
16 damage. I think she might be dead here, guys.
I've got it.
4+. She suffers 1, 2, 3. She's dead.
Well, I mean, Andrasta did fantastic there.
She did.
The whole game against
She
the
did.
Ball Crusher.
Okay, so that's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got.
Does
1
she not
point.
splash damage back?
She does. Yes, she does. She absolutely.
You get to choose
does.
who this goes towards. I
I
guess.
do, yeah.
And
Which is
then
in
if you do
Thunderstrike as well.
Kragnos, he'll then bellow against the
Yeah.
Ball Crusher.
I am going to put it on Kragnos. He hasn't got a ward save either.
No.
So 6 he takes 2 mortal wounds from her.
Yeah, and actually, your bellowing, Dave, doesn't affect anyone. It's only within an inch. No, it's within
6
6
inches.
inches.
Yeah,
So-
6 inches. Yeah. I was going to say. No,
So
that's
it
all
is your Shaman and the Maw Crusher.
So the shaman, he's
And he's
gone up. So he's now on a 4+. So 4+ on the shaman.
Yep.
Yep. Does D3 mortal wounds. Does 1 mortal wounds.
He's a bit of liability sometimes, isn't he, Kragnos, then? He's a bit
He
like
is.
uncontrollable.
And my Morcrush is okay. Luckily.
So you've got an objective. You get 1 point. You didn't complete your agenda.
Didn't complete
But
my
you
agenda.
did kill a predator.
Predator
so you get
killed a
1 point.
predator.
So you get 2 points in total. But you're on 15. So, what can we do here to pull this out the bag? I'm not sure we can.
So you've got 1, Matt, so you'll be getting 1 victory point. If you get that other one, you'll get 3, and if you can complete a battle tactic, you can catch up with Dave. You can overtake Dave if you can get your battle tactic and that objective.
Yeah, problem is, I'm going to struggle to do so. How many wounds has the Maw Crusher got left, Dave?
He's got 3 extra wounds. He's on 21, so he's got 5 wounds left.
He's got 5 wounds
Yeah.
left.
And don't forget, your grand strategy is worth 3 victory points at the end of the game as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So, it's going to be another long one. How many wounds has he got left?
I think he only has 4 wounds, so...
Uh,
no, 6 wounds. He's
so
got
you
5
ju-
wounds left.
So, I'm going to go for... No challenge too great. You complete the tactic. The enemy hero is slain by wounds caused by a Redeemer unit.
Okay.
They're Redeemers. It's another long ball charge, but...
Yeah.
so you get your command points.
I don't because I'm not a general.
No general.
Dave does get a command point.
I do
though.
get a command point, yeah.
I am going to... Oh,
Heroic actions.
yeah. Five inches. So like the other side of there. Door there, but I don't think that produces much. So you're talking like a 9-inch charge. She's in a finest hour.
Okay.
Can each hero do a
Each
five
hero
star?
can do
Each
it, yeah.
hero can do a finest hour.
Ah, okay.
Each hero can do it once.
Yeah. No.
So she's doing a finest hour.
I am going to...
Oh, this kind of moves as well, but it can't affect her anyway.
I'm going to heal... I want to heal my Maw Crusher. 8. He's... Bravery 8, so just heals a wound.
He's
Yep.
bravery 9 next to Kragnos.
That would count as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so D3.
So D3. 3. So That goes to 13.
So Kragnos is a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't he? He give you 3 wounds back, but how many wounds did he do to you?
Yeah.
More than 3.
Yeah.
So, 1 command point.
So your battle tactic is to kill
Kill a hero with a Redeemer unit.
and everything you've got left is Redeemer.
Nope, they're Redeemers.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a command point to redeploy
You redeploy him.
the Shaman.
Not within 9 inches. Oh no, you are.
I thought you were. Yeah, I am, yeah.
He's moving. Interesting.
Too much running away with these orcs, but...
So I can't make it. They're going to run then.
Yeah.
Oh, an inch. So fairly uneventful turn there.
And you can see the power of redeploy.
Okay. That is turn 4.
Cool.
I get a single point. Put me on 12 to 15. I think Dave might have this in turn 5.
It's not out of your grasp yet, Matt. The game is still winnable for you.
It is, depending on what happens here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's roll off for turn 5.
Let me get the...
2.
Two.
So you get
I
to choose,
will
Dave.
Take it.
You're going to take it.
Yep.
So 2 command points. You get 1 plus your general's alive.
Yep. So I will, for my heroic action, Kragnos is going to declare his finest hour.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll heal her.
Yep.
10, no she doesn't.
Battle tactic.
The final battle tactic.
The final battle tactic. I'm really limited on what I can do. Just let me have one quick look at that battle
Oh, yeah,
tactic.
sure.
I think it's going to have to be the 2 in your enemy deployment zone.
Enemy territory.
Enemy
How fast is
territory.
your Maw Crusher now?
He can do it because I've got an idea for him. I'm going to do broken ranks. I've not done it yet.
Kill a battle line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hero phase proper. You want to spend a command point to Mighty Destroyers.
Yeah. What's his
So
move?
he's movement. What's he on? He's on 13 wounds taken. So he's movement 8.
Okay.
Into your territory.
Yep.
He's going to cast the Big Green Hand of Gork.
Big Green Hand of Gork.
He's going to try. He's never done it.
He
6.
still hasn't done it. Needs a 7. You do not like that spell, do you? That's it for hero phase.
Okay.
So movement. Quick Kragnos now. He's on 10 wounds. So he's movement 9.
Okay.
Redeploy.
Redeploy with her. 2 inches. That's not enough.
Yeah, I was hoping to tag them both, but never mind.
I wasn't trying to do that, Dave.
We not?
Trying to get on this objective to take it last turn.
Yeah. I was trying to zip him over there to capture that one. So basically what he's been trying to do for 3 turns. Movement. My more. I mean, I think he's pretty much in your deployment zone anyway.
Okay. Did you get
shoot
anything from
that.
being in my deployment zone, Dave?
Yeah, with grand strategy.
Your grand strategy is get 1 unit in.
Either a general or a battle line.
Right, got you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's just going to move so that you're not visible actually anymore. So it doesn't matter. He's just going to move to there. I was thinking if he was visible he could have shot her, but he can't see her.
No, that wall.
Okay.
He's just going to...
Okay.
Shooting. Can't shoot. Charge. Let's charge this Redeemer unit.
Yep. 8 inches.
8 inches.
Kragnos is in. So how many moves has he taken, Kragnos, Dave?
He's taken 10.
Okay, so you're in your second bracket.
Yeah. So, and his finest hour as well. So he's
Wounded up once.
yeah.
With a 1+ save.
He's got So he's basically negating your end.
Yep. That's fine.
So end of that 2+. You take D6 mortal wounds. Yep. You take 3 mortal wounds.
Cool. That, I'm not wholly within 12 of an objective anymore, so I don't get any ward save. So
I've got to hope you don't kill me with mortal wounds.
that's what the plan is.
Well, you won't kill me with this anyway.
So
but
2 die. That is 6 dice.
you could kill me.
So that's 6s. You don't take any mortal wounds.
Start the combat phase. He's going to go. To make sure, he's going to spend that as command point to be +1 to hit.
Okay. What monster damage are you doing?
We're going to go with. Raw, so he can't be +1 to save.
3+. 3+ to do it. Yeah. So I can't do any command abilities.
So hitting on 2s. Yep. Wounding on 2s. Oh, it was a 1. So that's 5 at -3.
6s. How much damage?
4 damage each.
They're 4 damage each.
Yeah.
For 16, so they're dead. I roll.
But is Kragnos
12 dice.
dead?
Each 6 with a mortal wounds. You take 3 mortal wounds. And then he roars.
And then, which he's not going to hit anybody.
Yes, the can't.
Oh, yeah, he's hiding around that corner. He would be roaring on a 3+. So no, it doesn't do anything.
Wow, that was brutal.
So, end of that turn, I did do my battle tactic.
So you got your battle tactic for 2. You control 1 objective for 3, so you get 3 points, I think.
Yeah.
Which puts you on 18, which I think then probably does make it unassailable for Matt.
I don't believe I can win here now.
No.
But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. See if there's a battle tactic I can do in this final turn. Can I deny? Oh, he's taken 30. I can't kill him.
I think your best chance, Matt, would it be to go for the objective points to try and get 5 objectives this turn?
Yeah, but then I get 3 points, won't I? And that puts me on 15.
Oh, is there no battle tactic you can choose?
I've already done it.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Conquer, one that he controls. Ferocious advance I can't do. Bring it down. How many wounds has he got left?
Not many. He's taken 13.
So he's only got 5 wounds
Five
left.
I can't
left.
cause 5 wound with her.
Arcane Bolt?
He ignores spells on like a 2+, doesn't
Yeah,
he
I
does.
can't take him down. So I can't do 1. So we will go. Pioneers of the Realm, if there's friendly cities of Sigmar alive. I can't do any of the others. So she is going to heal herself, which she does for D3, which heals her up. She is going to
I'll do my heroic action. I have a feeling they're going to try and go for him. So, he's going to heal.
It doesn't make a difference anyway, because I can't get close
Oh, I
to
was going to say you
He's
yourself.
healed 5.
It's bravery.
Bravery 6. So don't matter, he's only got 1 wound.
I'm going to cast +1 to wound on herself, which goes off in a 7.
I'll try and dispel that. 5, 6, 7, 8.
So, I mean, she's going to have to go up and over, so it's like there. And then a longbow charge. No. Command ability yet. 7 inches. Nope.
No.
Doesn't do it. Victory goes to Dave.
So do you get 1 point there, don't you, Matt?
I get 1 point, yeah. And then Dave gets an additional 3 at the end for completing his.
What was your grand strategy?
Keep a battle line unit alive.
Yeah.
And you got an extra 3, Dave, yeah? So that's
Yeah.
21.
For the war. I didn't think it was going to be him, though, that would get me that grand strategy.
Yeah, well, it's one of those. So I really like the battle tactics and grand strategies. It's pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's really fun. That was a really good battle. I thought turn 1, I was like, ugh. But I mean, he just does so much.
With his 5+ ward, he's in a similar position to Indrasta, where I should have just left him. Indrasta probably could have killed Kragnos in a turn or so.
Yeah.
Really, the unit of Vindicators or Vindictors, they were wasted against him. You could have used them elsewhere, couldn't you?
Yeah.
In hindsight, yeah. I think you're right. I was expecting the Maw Crushers to die a lot sooner. Well,
So was I.
Yeah.
So was I. I think that answers like people saying like, oh, 4+ saves, not great.
You've got all out defence, you've got finest hour, you've got the ward save relic. There's lots of things that can keep the big monsters alive.
Yeah.
And obviously we mentioned earlier, there's lots of abilities in the game now that turn off ward saves, and that's really what kept him ticking along, wasn't it?
It was.
It was ace to see Kragnos rampaging around the table. He did damage everywhere, didn't he?
He did damage to both sides.
Did,
most of the wounds he took were splash damage from Stormcast.
Well, I
think.
mean, I can't wait to watch this video back because the Stormcast put out so many mortal wounds. That was really impressive.
Well, yeah. Since Indrasta brings back models, and you've got like ways of bringing back models with Rally, you're not too bothered if you lose a model because it's more mortal wounds spilling through.
There's something else that I think a lot of people they've looked at it on face value and gone, it's not great though, is it, to do mortal wounds? But when you consider it's per wound,
yeah,
suddenly
and
you've got
plus
more
one for the
chances.
Thunderstrike units.
Yeah.
Are there any Storm hosts or keeps that interact with that ability?
There's a once per game ability. So obviously I had my once per game give Paladins +1 attack, and unfortunately he's already killed a load of them with Bellows, I think, before they even got to swing. There is one that once per game, a single unit can do them on 5s rather than 6s.
Okay.
So like in this situation here, I could have done that. It wouldn't have won me the game, but it would have, maybe got some more wound on him.
I thought you started, Matt, with some really, really good redeploys, and then Dave cottoned on to the power redeploy at the end and did some really good redeploys.
If Dave hadn't
himself.
redeployed that guy, I probably would have won the game by killing him. I probably would have got another 4 or 5 points then, and I've definitely been able to get this one because there was nobody there. Because what I would have done is fall back with Indrasta and hold this objective, and then you would have go chasing after her, and then at that point I think we would have been even, and I reckon I could have just whittled it out another turn.
It was, I think, turn 3 going into turn 4, it was very close still, very close. You had a strong end game there last turn or two, I think, Dave. Where you just ran out of units, didn't you, Matt?
I was unlucky I didn't get the bleed on him because 2 wounds per battle round would have been good.
Yeah.
He's the ward save. The ward save does it.
What was he on? 21 wounds at the end.
21 wounds he wasn't at the end. Yeah.
Almost 13.
He was almost a mega Gargan.
Mega Gargan. Yeah. It's really cool. It gave him an extra wound. I'm glad that stayed. I had a feeling that was going to go. But
I mean, you quickly saw how good the Fulminators were and eradicated them at the first possible moment.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. They had to go.
A Fulminator charge on Kragnos would kill him, probably.
And I mean, that was something else that went Dave's way every turn. Dave won every priority roll that game.
Yeah.
There was no double turn.
But if I'd have had the priority that turn, those Fulminators would have taken Kragnos.
Double turn into turn 2, yeah, it would have been a different game.
Yeah. I think there was a few. Yeah, that turn 2, that would have been a double turn. I'd have been.
So there were a couple of turning points. Steve Harbour's just checking in. If there's no painting stream, no, we think there will be a painting stream. I will confirm, but I think we're going to go ahead with.
We'll put a tweet. We'll see how we have plans with pattern up this, and we'll put a tweet out. We might be able to, even if it's a shorter one today.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Great game, Matt.
Cool. Well,
I think that's my first win against you for a very long time.
We had the big fella though.
He's
obviously your good luck charm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this. Obviously, we're planning on doing some more 3rd edition battle reports. We want to start the Path to Glory again now that we've got the Battletomes as well. But I have to say, I did enjoy doing some match play games last couple of days.
Yeah, it's been really good. Really good fun.
Awesome. Well, until next time, we'll see you later. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.